accident, one thing leads to another. Your injury leads to treatment. Treatment leads to hospital bills. Bills lead to debt. Debt leads to stress. The advocates can help relieve that stress. Having an advocate attorney on your side leads to faster resolutions, fair outcomes, and a peaceful recovery for you. You deserve an advocate.
This is The Monty Show, the truth in sports talk streaming. When you want unbiased opinions about your favorite team without the spin, all you have to do is find The Monty Show, streaming live and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube. And now, here's Monty.
Hello, friends. It is Thursday, March 19th, 2026. This is The Monty Show, presented by The Advocates at theadvocates.com. If you've been in an accident, you guys, I'm telling you, there's so many scenarios where you need an injury attorney, where you need somebody who's fought the fight you're about to fight. And I would just tell you, don't feel like it's something you have to do. Understand that an attorney is somebody who will fight for you, who will be an advocate for you. And when you think about what an advocate is, it's somebody who's going to advise you. It's somebody who's going to fight for you, who's going to advocate on your behalf. That's exactly what you get when you go to the advocates. And the tough part is, you know what? You get into an accident and you have property damage. Maybe, you know, you had your work bag in the car and your computer got destroyed or whatever it is. Maybe somebody crashed their car into your house. That's not your fault. You didn't deserve that. You need somebody who's fought that fight for you, who will win that fight for you. And that's the Advocates, where you get clear, risk-free advice 24/7, 365 at theadvocates.com. See, it's risk-free because you don't pay the Advocates unless and until they win your case, and you never reach into your pocket. No consultation fees, no big retainers, just clear, risk-free legal advice at theadvocates.com. Well, today is the day. Who's fired up? The NCAA tournament tips off today. Everybody says this is one of the best days in sports of the entire year. Jake, I don't think you believe that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fun to have basketball on for sure. I mean, it definitely helps you get through the day. There's no doubt. You know, if you can have, this is what I always say. Like, I don't even know what the golf tournament starting today is. I'm sure there's one, but
you don't know that today is the Valspar, and that
no, I wasn't aware that today is the Valspar, dude. No,
you're out of your mind. Today's the Valspar, and it's actually a really good field. It's a really good field at the Valspar. So,
yeah, I mean, my point was more just that it is, you know, the tournament obviously only happens once a year. So it's like, you know, day one and last night, that game last night was sensational. You know, that was a really fun game. SMU is asked. They deserve to be asked. This is what you get for, you know, cheaping your way into the ACC. We understand, but
you watched the play.
I did. I watched a good part of it.
Get a life.
Get
a life.
I know. Watched a good part of it, dude. And it was a good time.
I did not watch a single second. I guess this is going to be get off my lawn. Today I will be watching basketball. Last night, nah, bruh. I don't want the tournament expanded. I don't think we need these BS playing games. Give me 64 teams. They play today and tomorrow. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we get the round of 32. And then next week, I know it's crazy, we get the Sweet 16.
What?
And then we get the Elite Eight.
Oh.
Now let's take a big jump. Then we get the Final Four. I know. Here's where it gets crazy. Then we get the national championship game.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
How about that?
Just can't believe it, dude. I don't know where you get these ideas.
Simple math. Monty wants simple things.
Mathing with Monty.
That's all I'm saying. Like, it's very interesting to me that we got to go to 72. And I've told you for 2 years they're going to expand this tournament to 72. I have no doubt about it. It's going to happen. It's going to make them more money, more TV.
Whatever.
on principle, I will not watch meaningless playing games.
Mm-hmm.
I won't do it. Oh, Cal Baptist, bro. Cool. Screw Utah Valley. Right? Like it's just, I don't know.
I wouldn't say that they're meaningless because they are playing games. They're not bowl games where we're playing for literally nothing.
Brooks Koepka's playing golf today.
Yeah, and I'll be watching. Victor
Hovland is playing golf today.
Yeah.
Xander, Keegs, Captain America playing golf today.
We're gonna test the internet's ability today. We're gonna have the golf tournament going on the phone, the basketball on the TV on the monitor over here. Like we're gonna be in a good vibe today, sports wise. Now, is it one of the best sports days of the year? I feel like that might be a bit of a stretch, but
Doug Gim is playing golf today.
Wow.
Okay. Seamus Power.
You're last.
Seamus Power's teeing off at 9:36 this morning. Goddamn right, I won't be watching. Like, don't roll in here and talk to me about Cal Baptist.
Bro's got his whole day tuned to Seamus Power.
Listen, Adam Svensson, and he's your favorite Canadian golfer. Adam Svensson tees off at 9:47.
What, Corey Connors isn't good enough for you?
Shut up, Jake. Jordan Spieth, Wyndham Clark, they're in a foursome together. Get your OnlyFans subscription. It's actually one of the best fields of the year in the Valspar, and I will have it on a TV today.
Yeah.
If you don't like golf, you don't like NBA basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like Luke Clanton's playing golf today.
Yeah, and he's fun to watch.
How dare you?
Luke Clanton's fun to watch.
The point is, March Madness is definitely something I look forward to, especially after college football. I agree. Today and tomorrow are two of the best college basketball days of the year. Yeah. We all hope that Michigan loses. I think we all coalesce behind the need for Michigan to, off.
Yeah. I mean, doing calisthenics in the tunnel, the unwritten, that was really a great look. Man, I just couldn't get over how excited everyone was over this.
I didn't hear the song in the background. But so what you're saying is unwritten, like the Natasha, what's her name?
Natasha Bedingfield.
That's
on the right side of the screen. We'll play the clip. On the right side of the screen at the beginning of the clip, note the guy that's got the boom box and like the DJ setup. And it's like a mobile setup. It's not a table. Note the guy on the right side just blasting the music.
Okay, first of all, nice effort. Yeah, let's actually try to do some calisthenics.
Y'all want to play?
I hope they lose. I hope they don't score a basket. I hope they lose, and they don't score a basket. Like, what are you even doing?
What are we even watching, dude? Like this, I saw this and I'm like, dude, what are we doing, bro?
That is the most half-assed effort I have ever seen.
Yeah, by the way,
That's embarrassing.
Can Bro not put his jersey on during practice?
No.
Like, you're the cool kid that rolls up to practice with your shorts around your knees and your jersey around your neck.
And at some point, we do need to talk about having your jersey untucked because it does kind of annoy me, but this is so Michigan. And then they'll blame the refs when they get blown out today.
Yeah.
When they go out of the tournament early, you scumbags, then you're going to blame the refs. Well, maybe, maybe something better than Natasha effing Bedingfield, right? Like maybe actually, I don't know, make an effort to calisthenics yourself before a game. That's not a word.
Yeah.
Like, what
they
are
don't
we
want to do
doing?
that, dude. They don't want to do that. And I don't know. I don't know why this is who Michigan has to be, dude. Why does it always have to be weird? You're playing Howard today. You damn well better blow them out, dude.
I don't even know who they're playing. Don't care.
Howard
Stern?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they're playing Howard today. What, Buffalo or Portland was unavailable? Losers. Like, I don't know. Is it weird? Is it weird that iconic
song, dude?
Is it weird that I hate Michigan this much?
No, they've given you every reason to hate them that much.
Like, I just can't even. For some reason, it looks like some cheap airport concourse. Bros, am I the only one that's worried about a week from now? I'll be trying to fly on an airplane. Am I the only one that's really worried about this TSA stuff? And the cost of jet fuel right now is rectal. Like, I am anyway. Yeah, I don't know even why are you doing this in a tunnel, right? Well, at least they are in time. Yeah, they're going to join guard. Yeah, maybe they can join the flag team.
Yeah.
Right? We could use some dancers. Exactly.
Yeah, maybe they could be the Michigan color guard team,
Douglas, why aren't they warming up on the court and this soft ass music? Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. And the funny part is they've got a dedicated DJ guy that's got a whole mobile rig.
I don't know that that's what that was. I don't know that that's what that was.
Okay, well, I don't know what else. What else would it have been?
Camera setup.
No. He's got 2 laptops. I'm telling you, just play the first part again. Just take a look.
I don't want to hear this soft ass music like Doug said. It could be. But the guys pick the music. The guys pick the music. Like, you're just a bunch of losers. You're a bunch of Christina Perry and Jars of Hearts weren't available. Come on. What? Roxette? You couldn't pull Roxette from Apple Music? No Roxette on Roxette in this program? That's soft ass tendencies. Well, what is Natasha? What Cyndi Lauper? You couldn't pull some Cyndi Lauper?
It's a soft person tendency.
What are we doing?
Being ass. That's what we're doing. We're being soft. We're coming out and just trying to be viral on social media instead of actually win a ball game, dude.
Yeah.
I really do hope they get run by Howard today. That would literally make my day.
John Cicada. You couldn't pull some John Cicada?
He has our full respect.
What, Kenny G and his fucking saxophone weren't available for you? Are you kidding me right now?
How dare you?
Neil Sedaka and his dead ass. Neil Sedaka, you couldn't, No. I could go on. Anyway. It's just weird to me. The whole thing is weird. It really makes me feel good about hating Michigan. It really, I don't know how that's supposed to hype you up. I really have no idea.
Like you had people on Twitter being like, oh man, I'm going to have to change my bracket to make sure that Michigan goes deep in this tournament because of how, lax they are coming into this game. Like, I'm not changing anything, dude. Not changing anything.
Yeah, what about Metallica? Metallica!
A Korn wasn't available?
Yeah, what, Wham wasn't available? You couldn't crank up some Wham for your to get fired up, Faithfully by Journey. Faithfully All right, raise those high knees, boys. Faithfully. High knees. Like, what are you doing?
Waves in opposition.
Couldn't rock some Bryan Adams? God, I just hope,
CMB, bro.
I just hope the whole thing burns down. Cannot. Yeah. What? You know, what's next? They're going to warm up to All by Myself by Eric Carmen. You know, I don't know what, Peter Cetera. How about we rock some Peter Cetera? Who doesn't get fired up listening to Peter Cetera? Who doesn't get fired up to listening to what? Hall and Oates?
Stay hard.
Can I get some Spandau Ballet? You know, maybe we can get some Air Supply. How about we rock some Air Supply? Nothing stretches my groin like Air Supply.
Macaque.
Look, enlargement guy. Take it easy, okay?
Nothing gets my ligaments and my connective tissue working like Richard Marx. You know, it's just so strange to me that they chose Natasha Bedingfield instead of Sage Sade, you know, like Smooth Operator. What, Billy Ocean? Couldn't pull some Billy Ocean? Guys,
Okay,
remember
now, again,
Eric Carmen? Wasn't Buddy that? What was he had like Hungry Eyes, I think was the name of the song. You guys remember Hungry Eyes? Hungry Eyes. Come on. Bunch of weirdos. Hello, Dana Marie.
Oh,
Wow,
well,
look at that avatar.
What do you know? Right above Dana Marie is James commenting, further confirming that this is his burner.
We
What do
built
you know?
this city by Jefferson. Don't you talk about Jefferson Starship. You know, I actually like Steve Winwood. Yes. Yes. It's okay to say the music was flamboyant if we are trying to be politically correct.
If you felt these balls.
Jeremiah.
Like, I don't know who they were trying to troll here, dude.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting hyped for their Manny Petties.
Yeah.
Right? Like, come on. Rock and Rant. Teamwork, motivation in hard times. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Be legendary, boys. Yeah, what happened? You couldn't pull Pantera? Pantera! You know, whatever. It's fine. Jefferson's, dude, there is no such thing as Jefferson Airplane. It's Jefferson Starship. And if you could stop with that nonsense, you find a way to piss me off every day. You can't. Why go?
How are you ruining this, dude? It's hating on Michigan.
Why go Jefferson Airplane? You know it's Jefferson Starship.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You have no frame of reference.
Donnie, you're out of your element.
Your Cheating Heart by Hank Williams would have worked, you know. Could have worked. Hank Williams, who doesn't get fired up.
Reference here, Donnie.
Right? Who doesn't get fired up by some, you know. No. Yeah. Bad Bunny was unavailable due to NFL obligations.
Me?
That's well done, bro.
I'm sure Bad Bunny's not available because I'm sure he was putting out, you know, fires in the gas fields of Qatar.
Keep it real.
Because we need to pay more money. Never, don't, no. No. White Rabbit by Jefferson. There's no such thing as Jefferson Airplane.
What's
Stop.
Jefferson Airplane, dude? Gosh.
Guys, you're just trying to tweak me. I think the proper nomenclature of the Utes is zesty. Oh, they're so zesty. Oh, look at Dan Lanning's chest hair. It's so zesty. Isn't that right? I mean,
You know.
yeah. Mambo number 5. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Shut up. I can set my watch to when James pisses off Monty. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the most consistent themes on the show, dude. James pissing off Monty.
Yeah, I know who Jefferson Airplane is. They're Jefferson. Go look up Jefferson
Monty,
Airplane.
it's not Jim Adunze, it's Jim Rome, okay? You know?
Look, Jefferson Airplane versus Jefferson Starship. They are essentially two iterations of the same music family, with Jefferson Starship acting as a continuation after the band broke up. Jefferson Starship greater than Jefferson Airplane. Knock it off. Okay. This is now a Jefferson Airplane show. You bite your tongue. You bite your tongue, boy.
I know that doesn't give you any frame of reference.
They were going to use Kid Rock, but Israel told Trump not to. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, what? Toby Keith isn't available?
Wow. I pull a James to piss off Monty, to piss Monty off, but I did not make it a paid comment, which is disappointing.
Pay that man his money.
Yeah, it's disappointing that you did that. Starships were meant to fly. See, like they take flight, and they on the oil fields. $7 a gallon gas in Idaho and stuff. The NCAA tournament does tip off this morning. Jake still has not completed his bracket, which is fine. It is not too late. The comment the description below, there's a link to get into our bracket. We're giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. And like we tried to limit it to like 50 people. We're at like 66. I believe that there is a James White. I'm going to go ahead and delete that one because I think it's fraudulent. But somebody named James White is in the.
Bro, how do you enter our bracket challenge as James White? How are you not entering it as James White, the possessor of MDivs and Magic City Wings?
Live from Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
That I'm a little surprised about. But make sure you complete your bracket because there are still like 5 of them that are incomplete. So,
For the record, FTR, my bracket is complete.
FTR, it's not. You're not. Who are you, Danny Kiger? Danny Kiger's bracket's complete.
If you guys ever want to kick it, we'll flow.
CJ Vance's bracket is complete. Yours isn't. Brian Driscoll, he completed his bracket. Jake didn't. Adam Gangster Boo Simzak.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
His bracket's complete. His name is Adam Gangster Boo Sizmack.
Bro, what?
Who the fuck is that guy?
I mean, we can't pick our last names, clearly. Are you rooting for, let's talk about what you guys want to see. Do you want more upsets? Because I just don't think that's going to happen. Like you start looking at some of these brackets, bro.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a lot of upsets here at all. Like I went chalk, Monty, which means I took all the favorites. Because sorry, bruh, Wright State's not beating Virginia.
What?
SAMU, Miami, Ohio. Nah. You think Hofstra's beating Alabama? Well, if you need a Kia, never mind. Texas Tech ain't losing to Akron.
Yeah.
Georgia ain't losing to St. Louis.
I think that's the excitement, though, is that
is it though?
None of these teams should lose, but inevitably some of them will.
Yeah. I'm just an old man who wants you to get off my lawn. I could not possibly or physically care less about little guy winning.
Howard over here.
Little UMBC over there. They couldn't even win the playing game.
What the fuck are you, Ranger Rick?
Right? Like right? Are you telling me that Lehigh is going to knock off Florida? You think Troy's beating Nebraska?
But Monty McNeese.
But Monty, Idaho is beating Houston. That would be amazing. How bad would that be for the Big 12? My God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Big 12's got a lot on the line, dude. And I've been getting my ass beat all week for all these shorts that I've made about how the SEC is a better conference, and people are all pissed off about it. Dude, if the Big 12 doesn't come out here and win like most of their first round games, this is not going to be a good year for the Big 12.
And I think one of the ones you need to pay attention to today is Texas A&M and St. Mary's.
Yeah.
St. Mary's is a 7, A&M's a 10, which is a big one. So I'd pay attention to that. North Carolina is going to lose to VCU.
Yeah.
I can just feel it in my rectum. Like,
what does it feel like? Does it feel, is it aggressive, or is it just kind of a small feeling?
You have that downward proximal pressure.
Right. Right. Does listening to Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield help relieve some of that pressure?
Loosens it right up, like Siena getting their ass kicked by Duke. I think there's a couple of games. I mean, I do think that South Florida Louisville is going to be a very good game. I'm a big believer in the 12-5 and the 11-6 is where a lot of upsets happen. The Johnnies are very good. They're not going down this year, right? But like TCU and Ohio State, that's CBS at 9:15 Pacific, 12:15 Eastern. Let's go Ohio State. Nobody likes TCU.
No.
Nobody likes TCU.
Hell no.
No, I don't know of anybody that likes. Okay. Other than that, like there's not a whole lot that I think you have to hang on to. NC State or Texas and BYU. I think BYU's got a real opportunity to go out in the first round.
Yeah, BYU has Texas.
Yes, it's Texas.
Yeah.
I know. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
That game worries me a little bit. Did you see Sean Miller attack his assistant coach? Bro.
Yeah, for running on the floor like an idiot. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That is one of the late games. 425. That game's on TBS. I hate that matchup for BYU. And I think they're down the street from me in Portland for that game. So I love that one. I think that's a huge matchup. Obviously, the other 12-5, Akron's not beating Texas Tech. I think Texas, even without Toppin, Texas Tech is very solid in the early rounds. So we'll see. Jake, do you want upsets? Like, what is it you want?
Yeah, I want chaos,
chaos?
Yeah, I do. Hell
You're
yeah,
that guy, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, 100%, dude. I want chaos. I want the big dogs to go down early in this tournament, have some fun with it, wreck people's brackets, including my own. Because you know how it is. Like when you have a tournament where all the best teams just win and win the games they should win, I mean, what fun is that, right? I mean, if that doesn't make for a great tournament, in my opinion. I think the best NCAA tournaments are, when each region has an upset or two, because most of the teams that should win their games will win their games. But if you can just get one or two upsets out of the 8 games, like you're going to be in a really good spot. And so my hope is that like BYU Texas as an example, I'm hoping that's a really good game. I'm hoping that that's actually a close game, a competitive game. I think this is what AJ DeBance has been waiting for all year, man. This is the time when we're going to see just how good you are and how bad you want to win at the college level. So I'm excited to see how he performs. But overall, I think I think that there's a ton on the line today, man. I think that these conferences have just an ass load on the line. If you can get 6 wins today as a conference, you're in a great place, man. And if you only get 2, you're in a terrible place. And that's what makes it interesting.
Nothing to say about Chewy's comment.
TCU is the Jefferson Starship of March Madness.
We don't say that word on this show.
What word?
You know what word?
Rectory king.
It comes after Jefferson and before of.
Right.
What word is that?
Jefferson airplane of March Madness, Seaman Demon Shitbox James. okay. So James, what music are you rolling up to the rectory listening to? I mean, are you an Unwritten guy or like what are we vibing to?
He is absolutely, there is no you cannot convince me otherwise. TCU James is absolutely a Kid Rock fan, and he listens to Kid Rock.
Yeah, you know what he's got, dude? He's got his Skechers on with his high socks. He's got his cargo shorts that are way too long with his way too short polo shirt. You know that's who he is, dude. You know that. He's
got Buc-ee's brisket sandwiches in the pockets of his cargo shorts. There's no doubt. There is no doubt that James is a Kid Rock fan.
Yes.
Jake bought a North Carolina jersey with Hudson on the back to show his love for North Carolina, Bill, and especially Jordan. Yeah, I got a lot of people asking me about it's so weird that Jake hates Jordan Hudson.
Okay, well, that's people's opinions, man. Great. Disagree with me.
James is not a classic rock guy.
Yeah, I told you guys
he's a country guy. Yeah, because you're jealous you can't smash.
No.
There's no way that No, there's no way James is listening to Limp Bizkit.
Hold on, wait, I got to get some visuals here. Bro is blasting Take a Look Around in this thing right here rolling up to the rectory, dude.
No, break stuff. He's blasting break. You're telling me come on, man. Come on, man.
James, do you even know what Limp Bizkit is, dude?
Yeah, he's got a Limp Bizkit. Trust me, he knows what it is. He knows what it is. You know, that could be hymns. Yeah. Proverbs, audiobooks of the Bible. Nobody listens to. Okay.
In God's
Rectory Jukebox.
name, image, and likeness.
I mean,
Toby Keith. It's all Toby Keith and one Kid Rock song. You know. Fun thing about March Madness is the smaller teams you rarely ever hear about, like California Baptist and Kennesaw State.
Or Abilene.
Matchup throwdown. In all fairness, Nebraska's yet to win their first NCAA tournament game, so they could lose to keep the streak. That might happen. So you guys like upsets. I don't like upsets. Why? And I actually think, because I'm a big market guy. I get it. I'm a scumbag. I totally understand it. People get upset with me every time I say this, that I want the Knicks and the Lakers in the finals every year.
I think, okay, to that point, though, I think in the NBA, I want that too. In the NBA, I want that too. I want the big market teams to do well so we have high-profile matchups. But in the tournament for me, I differ on this in the tournament because I feel like in basketball, that's totally different in football, but in basketball, I do feel like that there are a lot of these G6 teams that can hang. Because it's such a different sport. But
the difference is that was last year. That was the last several years. The problem is that's no longer the case because you look at PJ Haggerty. Haggerty at Memphis. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Did I say PJ Haggerty at Memphis? Because he's at K-State now.
Oh.
Because it doesn't work like that anymore. And I would love it to work like that. It just doesn't. PJ Haggerty went from TCU, nobody likes TCU, to Tulsa, to Memphis, to K-State.
How many times, bro?
Because guys move around. And it's really interesting, this Penny Hardaway thing at Memphis. And I don't know if you guys saw this or not. But Dr. Ed Scott and Penny Hardaway did a press conference together, and listen to the conversations about Penny Hardaway's performance related to a singular player who no longer is at Memphis and hasn't been.
Yeah, I think we were prepared to make PJ a very lucrative offer, right? I think Penny's been honest about this, and I said it yesterday, and I'm saying it in front of Penny Hardaway so y'all all can see it. I wish that he would have gave them a deadline by, if you don't respond back to me by a certain day, I got to move forward. I think we both learned from that. I wanted P.J. Haggerty back. I did. I mean, the guy's a 22, 23-point-a-game guy, right? The city loved him. Fans came out, right? He had a good experience at Memphis. P.J. won more games at Memphis than he's won anywhere else combined, if I'm not mistaken, right? And so that's the part that I think we can do better together, is where I got to say to Penny, you got to move, because if you don't move, I have to check him on that, and he's got to be okay with that, right? But I also know why he waited. So I think what we can do, and what we can do, is make sure that he's got the resources. What I believe Penny needs to do is make decisions on his roster immediately. And, you know, to my satisfaction, to be completely honest, he had meetings with the players right after he met with his assistant coaches the other day. And he told them all, from my understanding, and you can correct me if I missay anything here, here's what I expect your role to be next year. Here's what I think we can offer you, because this is the type of team that I'm trying to build. And if you want to come back and be part of that, then that's great. But if you don't, you have until a certain date to let me know, because I got to build a roster.
That's exactly true.
So that's what we can do, right? I got to put a little pressure on him to be like, P, we got to move, right? That's what I call him, P, we got to go. And he's got to be willing to, you know, poop or get off the pot.
First of all, get off the pot, bro.
Can he replace Bavacqua like right now? Could we just have Ed Scott move up to South Bend? And if that guy doesn't inspire you, I don't know what does. And I think he's been on the show before. You've heard him talk to us. He is an incredible dude. And
I love that he's like, yeah, I got to check him on that, man. Check him. I got to check him on that, man. Check all night long. You just check. Like, right? That's what he's basically saying, dude, is that he's got to make sure that Penny's moving fast enough so that you don't lose those guys. And that's growing pains for sure.
And I think that's why G6 teams don't win.
Yeah.
I think that's why G6ers aren't, that's why the upset stuff.
You can't tell me you're not looking for it a little bit, though. Like, even with all this being true, I agree. But
it's too much of a business. It's too much of this is what I hate about college sports now. I've lost my want to root for the little guy because it's too much of a business now.
Mm-hmm.
It just has taken, if I'm being honest, one of the reasons I've drifted from college basketball, it's taken my love of it away. Guys like PJ Haggerty that play at 4 schools in 4 different years, I've got no love for that. Right? Like I love that we, you know, for all the porn stars that Zion Williamson pounded, dude stayed at Duke and was a star at Duke. Those days are,
and I want
Cooper,
that known.
Yeah, Cooper Flagg being a hoe in Durham is over. Because of guys like PJ Haggerty who hopscotch around the country getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
That's not college basketball to me. And now the SCORE Act is being pushed off into April. So we're not going to get a vote on that, which I told you we're not going to get a vote. I don't think we'll get a vote on the SCORE Act until after the midterms.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to change in the near term. I think our fearless leader has so many things going on. The SCORE Act is just not going to be a priority.
Nope.
Even though I think they want to try and get it done before the midterm so that they can do the voter suppression stuff, but I don't know how you fix this. I've lost my love of college basketball over this issue.
Mm-hmm.
I really have. It just is not it's just not. Am I wrong? I feel like college basketball and college football are in 2 completely different places. I love college football.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I think that the reason they're in 2 different places is you don't have the opportunity for a little guy to play big guy. That's the problem. And I think that I don't know. I guess I don't even disagree that college basketball has obviously become such a business, but I think that I don't know. I feel like maybe there is a little more opportunity still for some of these schools. It's not every school. Obviously, there's going to be plenty of blowouts today, but I think that's I guess it's less about the brand of the little guy for me, and it's more about like I'm hunting for that moment, like much like the World Baseball Classic, right? Like I'm waiting for that great moment to happen, And all I'm looking for out of this tournament every year is just give me a couple buzzer beaters, give me a couple great, iconic, like, man, that was such a fun ride. Those last 10 seconds of that game were incredible. Just watch, just experiencing that, because that's what
I don't disagree, dude.
Like, not to get all philosophical and unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield on this show, but like I feel like in life, like we're there's so much negativity right now and so much like just terribleness right now and difficulty and adversity that it's like, I just want like that. I feel like that's why I was so pumped on the Bryce Harper thing. That's why I would be so pumped on like a buzzer beater today, or like a cool moment, or like I'm like hunting for it in sports.
Oh, I love that shit. Like if Michigan's gonna lose at the buzzer, I'm here for it. Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm here for, listen, at the end of the day, once the tournament tips off, yes, Rock and Rant, this is exactly my thought. Once the tournament tips off, now we're into March Madness. It's fun. It's, tax season's just 2 weeks away from ending at that point when the tournament, and we pay our money.
Bloodshed with the IRS.
But it just feels, I don't know. I'm such a red ass about this stuff. I don't like the BS that we have to deal with around college sports now. Mm-hmm. The actual games are great. Like, this is going to sound weird. This gets me going more than college basketball does. Right? Like this, you want to, what did Guy Holiday say, Coach Holiday? You want to get your piss hot? This picture does it.
So is it the arm sleeve that does it for you, or what are we looking at here? What's your breakdown?
The fact that Notre Dame is going to put Miami 6 feet under Notre Dame Stadium when they play this year. Dude, their strength and conditioning program, year over year, over 2 years, is incredibly different. Like this is you look, he's a running back, dude. Right? Like you look at the way that Notre Dame is building football players. And I love that everybody saw this picture online. They're like, oh, that's every weight room. Nah, bro, you don't seem to understand. Who are you, BYU, without a strength and conditioning program? That was Notre Dame. That was Notre Dame. Yeah, we don't even lift. And we've got people criticizing Texas Tech for lifting lightweight. You do you, bruh. I need my dudes strapped. I need my guys just absolutely wrecking people with their pythons.
All right, bro. Have a nice day. Didn't mean nothing by it.
I want him to end your existence with those thighs. And he will every time. Notre Dame, I am telling you right now, what fires me up about pictures like this and looking at their strength and conditioning program, it's March 19th, and I am a sick. I am into it 100%. I am far more excited to see pictures of shirtless Notre Dame football players who are just jacked
Hiscock
than I am about any college basketball game.
Holden Middick.
Yeah, absolutely. 37 times this month already. And it's only the 19th.
Your third leg was just phenomenal.
Bro, I am here for it. I am here for it.
Yeah, like package peep in Notre Dame, dude.
And a lot of it is that we don't have brand loyalty anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have, the body of Christ, my guy.
Come on,
right?
Dude.
Like we don't have brand loyalty anymore in college basketball, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I really hate it. Monty is so jacked up right now, he's going to cut the show short so he can go and watch a doubleheader of Magic Mike.
The victory has already been won.
Magic Mike and Brokeback Mountain back-to-back, yes.
Except it's all Notre Dame players.
Except it's all a live feed of Notre Dame's weight room.
Yeah, exactly. Marcus is over there just blowing the absolute piss out of the whistle, dude.
Will Notre Dame opt out a bowl game if they lose to Miami? Dude, if they don't go to the college football playoff, they don't deserve to play in a postseason game. Again, we're not TCU playing for participation ribbons. Right? Like, you go do what you need to do. I'll be over here forearm strengthening to the offseason Notre Dame program.
Do you think that your schedule this year has the chance to be the best 12-game schedule ever written?
Bavacqua.
Okay, so first it was Jefferson Airplane. Or excuse me, Jefferson Airplane. Now we're gonna go the Bavacqua route.
Bavacqua.
God, I cannot wait to hit you with a golf ball next week.
Let's see.
You're
oh
walking
yeah,
the
here
course.
it is.
We were shocked. I would say mystified by what happened on Sunday. And just, where my head and heart go, and I know Marcus feels the same way.
Where's Marcus's head?
Those student athletes on our football team. As I said yesterday, as I said on Sunday, we felt we did everything we could over the course of the season. We lost our first 2 games. We're not hiding from that. We lost against a really good Miami team. We lost a nail biter against Texas A&M, 2 great teams by a total of 4 points, and then we did everything we needed to do. We had one of the most dominant 10 games runs in the history of college football.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, actually, you didn't, dude. You didn't actually.
The NCAA tournament. We're talking about Notre Dame football offseason. Yes.
Yeah, because Monty's package peeping Notre Dame instead of being excited about potential upsets.
Yes.
Yeah, he's knee padding Notre Dame. There's no doubt.
Do you know what I would give to have my man boobs look like that? Just once. Do you know what I would give to be in that little body fat situation? Well, I'd give up French fries, but are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? To have delts and lats and traps and titties like that? Are you kidding me? Yes. Come on, man. Anyway, all right. First round, Jake, do you have an upset? What is your March Madness tournament strategy?
Well, I mean, I think that, the strategy is just, you go through each region and you're looking at, like, I very much play the name game when I do these brackets. So meaning, all right, pull up the region. So like, you just take any of these regions, right? So you
start with the West.
Let's pull up the West here. Okay, here's the West region, right? Okay, I'm looking at this bracket and I'm like, all right, like Arizona's obviously going to run LIU. Villanova should handle business. That's low upset potential there, in my opinion. So you go down the thing here, and legitimately, I think the BYU Texas one is the first one where you've got a chance for a quote unquote upset, right? An 11-6. That's typically, just if you take the brands out of it and you look at the bracket, 11-6 is typically where you'll see some upsets. So, I think that there's opportunity there. 10-7, I don't know, dude. I feel like there's opportunity there. I feel like, Missouri's a solid team. But other than that, there's not a lot happening. So I basically just go up and down this list and I look at it, I'm like, yeah, is there any chance that you're going to be able to pull something out of the hat? And unfortunately, in this region, there's just not. No, there's not.
No, we're not doing that. Right.
No.
Here's what I look at. Okay. So if I go to these, and I hesitate to put my bracket up because you guys tend to be such red asses about it. Right. But these are my picks in the West. We'll start with the West. Right.
Mm-hmm.
These are my picks in the West. And you'll notice there's some commonality here, boys. I went straight favorites. Absolutely straight favorites.
Right.
That is the whole nine.
The only one here that I was a little bit worried about, and I went favorites too, but the only thing that I was worried about is the Arizona-Purdue game. I do think that Purdue could give them some trouble, just with the size they have. And yeah, Purdue. Exactly.
You mean Purdue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about the East? I think this is one of the easiest brackets to pick.
Mm-hmm.
The East. This is where I went. And I think I went pretty straightforward. I think that Duke and Kansas game is not gonna disappoint. I think that
What do we
really
get out of Don't Want to Playderson, dude? Do you think that he actually shows up?
I think that's a great question. I don't know the answer to that, but I think he will, because it's a big. This is where he makes his money.
Yeah,
this is where he makes his money. South. This was easy. Florida and Houston are by far the two best teams in this bracket. It is not close.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, again, the 12-5, I don't think McNeese is beating Vandy. Vandy's actually a really solid team.
The VCU UNC one is the one that
worries me.
I would probably change.
That worries me a little bit. And then in the Midwest, there's all kinds of conjecture in this one, because I don't think Michigan's as good as people say they are. But the Alabama one is the one I now worry about. But I think Alabama's got a couple of easy games here. Texas Tech without Toppin, I don't think is beating Alabama. So, and then in the final, I've got Duke beating Florida. And I've got Arizona beating Cheatham, and I've got Duke winning the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I had Florida beating Duke and Arizona.
Yeah, because you're not smart.
I know. I'm dumb. I get it. We've covered this before.
Monty Show has 69 entries, but 11 of those are still incomplete. Exactly. Purdue chokes every year, not making the Elite Eight.
Well, who's Purdue?
Never heard.
I don't
of
know
Purdue.
who. I don't know who Purdue is, dude.
Never heard of Purdue.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Look, there he is, the demon. Arizona's going to win it all.
Okay, so again, are you going to be accountable to blacklisting Arizona?
I mean, it's a fair question. What happens when they lose?
And when they lose a game they should not lose. Like, what happens if Arizona flops?
When Arizona flops?
Yeah, I mean,
what are
you going to say? Yeah, what's going to be the reaction, bro?
Will you proffer an apology?
If they lose a game that they should not, like if they lose to LIU, I want live shots from Magic City as proof that you're accountable to the fact that, one, you went to Magic City, but two, that you blacklisted Arizona.
If Arizona loses to LIU, will you ask for a refund for the wings you have not eaten yet? I'm going to guess you will.
Like
they're not going to
act
lose.
of Congress.
But I mean, Villanova is very good. Arkansas, I think, has as good a chance as anybody on this side of the bracket to go through.
Look at the reaction in the comment section to James blacklisting Arizona, dude. Look at how many brackets he just ruined for people.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand the implications of this, James? Like, this is not just about you anymore. Yeah. See, Perdone. I know who Perdone is, dude. We've heard of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Erroneous on both counts.
Don't think that's true. They won the Big 12 tournament. It's a pretty safe pick. Well, because you don't know anything about college basketball. I mean, you're just filling in for somebody.
Dude, you can't be serious that that's your logic. That
your logic is they won the Big 12 tournament.
Boom. Out of here. You're filling in for somebody.
Your logic is they won the Big 12 tournament. Is that so? We're Hoss Henging this shit. That's what you've decided to do here.
Clearly, yeah.
Because you remember you said Hoss Henge was winning the Heisman Trophy and he'll be the greatest quarterback in the history of college football, throwing to the greatest tight end who's ever had a fire crotch in the history of college football. Only after Ollie Gordon is deserving of winning the Heisman Trophy 3 years ago, you said.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
Then 2 years ago, you said he was going to be the best running back in the history of college football. And Oak State was going to win the entire Big 12 and a national championship. And then they proceeded to go winless. And you still defended Mike Gundy.
Bro, you thought they were going to be competitive in the Big 12 and they went winless in conference.
Do you have any shame left, James? Like,
how are you so far off, dude?
Look, he may have got caught with some booze in the system. Okay, but who has
possession by consumption?
Who hasn't possessed by some consumption, right? I mean, we all have. Don't say you haven't, because we have.
Must have done that 1,000 times.
For Ollie, the main focus has to be getting the booze out of the system. So we're gonna run some stairs, and then all is forgiven. It's out of the system. It's out of his system. We're winning the whole fucking thing. We're going all the fucking way. That's what we're doing here at Oak State.
Oh, here it is.
You remember those days? I remember those days.
Right here. Go ahead.
Listen, Monty. It's not Gundy's fault that they got the injury bug last year. Okay? Henji broke his foot off in my ass. And, I just...
You really think, and I'm just curious, and I'm asking for a friend. You really think that Hoss Henji is what ailed Oak State last year?
Well, Monty.
No Monties. Okay.
Breaking news, Oklahoma State wasn't talented and they were poorly coached.
AKA they were ass.
AKA they were ass.
Like,
I just can't get over that James is like, yeah, we're going to be good this year, man. We're going to be better. We're going to be bowl eligible.
Monty, we're going to a ball game. Me and my wife that's not hot, we're going on a road trip to see them smash Pop-Tarts down their throat like they're Dan Lanning's cock.
And the best part is you're still defending Hoss Henji. You're still defending Hoss Henji as a good quarterback. He left TCU to go to Oak State, and they both sucked thanks to you. Oh, it's so good. Everyone knows when you run enough stairs, the alcohol dissipates from the body. Ask Mike Gundy, who hasn't. The best part is James is still defending. He's still defending. All right, let's get back to basketball every day. All right. I got to tell you that I think BYU is one of the bigger stories in this tournament because of AJ Davanza. Davanza. Thank you, Tony Davanza. Did you guys listen to what AJ Davanza said here about BYU?
How much do you think a paycheck matters versus can you develop me and get me to the NBA?
It depends on the situation of the player, in my opinion. A guy like me, I came from a great background, great parents. We always had money growing up. So for me, my ultimate goal is the NBA. So I picked BYU because they had the resources to develop me. So I'm most NBA ready to get to the NBA. But there's a lot of people in different situations where, parents might not be as, money or, something like that. So other people might, choose money. But if you're talking for me personally, I choose BYU because of the development process, and it wasn't really for the money.
So you chose BYU, and this is something you have to understand. AJ Davanza was the #1 recruit in the country. Could have gone anywhere. Everybody wanted him. You're telling me you chose BYU because you believe that was your best route to the NBA. That's what he just said. AJ Davanza just said he chose BYU because it was his best route to the NBA. Do you believe that's true, Jake?
That's why he chose BYU? I mean, I don't know that that's 100% true. Yeah, sure. I think the angle with Kevin Young is, fits. That's why they brought Kevin Young in to kind of sell that to players. Like, hey, this is an NBA guy who can develop you and get you to the league. Come play for us. But at the same time, I think we all know that the Crumble Cookie group, ponied up some cash to go get AJ. And I think that that it's a combination of both. I mean, obviously, if you're a high school recruit, you want to go somewhere that you can compete and, you can have access to the tournament. And you also want to play for a coaching staff that can develop you. So it's like, I think it's inaccurate to say that it wasn't about the money, dude. I think it's always about the money. Everything's about the money, right? Like, and this isn't unique to athletes. And this is the funny part about sports is that, it's like sports and life go hand in hand. Everything is about the money. And then everything after that feels better. So like if you, as an example, like when you bought the beam, right? Like you went in there thinking you were going to get one thing, but then another opportunity pops up and it works out money wise. So you can do it. And it's like for college basketball players, it's like, yeah, like, maybe BYU culturally isn't exactly the best fit, but if he believes that the money's good and that he can get to the NBA through BYU, then he's going to go there. And I think that's why if you go back to when he signed, there was a lot of like sticker shock to this signing. There was a lot of like, hey, what did BYU do here? This feels out of the blue. This feels a little out of the norm. Why didn't he go to Duke or UNC or like a traditional big boy school? So I'm not saying he's lying. I'm not saying he's being dishonest, but I just think it's not an accurate characterization of the entire process is what I would say. That's what I would say.
I think it's going to be very interesting to see how all this plays out. That's what I would say. And I don't know ultimately at the end of the day if AJ DeBanza was right or wrong, but AJ DeBanza picking BYU and now saying repeatedly, I did it because I think it was the best opportunity for me to get to the NBA. He said that repeatedly now.
Yeah.
I think this continues what I've said that seems to tweak all of the areolas around Texas Tech athletics. I think BYU is the model program in the Big 12 right now because you're getting non-LDS kids who have their choice of schools to come to Provo and sign an agreement that says they will not have sex while they're on campus unless they're married.
Right.
Let that sink in. They don't drink alcohol. They don't have sex. They're not allowed to have women in their dorm rooms. And you're getting those kids to go to BYU over Duke, Arizona, Texas Tech, Florida, the best basketball programs in the country, all recruited AJ DeBanza.
Yeah.
And he chose BYU. BYU is the model athletic department in the Big 12. And I will continue to tell you that because I would love to understand. I would love to understand how they're doing it.
I also would point out that if you look at if you take out all the other factors, like, the fact that it's Provo instead of Lubbock, or if you take out the fact that it's mountains instead of flat, Texas land, like, the clear cut differences between these two stylistically, I do agree with the sentiment that opportunity is also king in college basketball, meaning that if you go to BYU, let's say, or another program similar to BYU, and you can be the face of the team, you can be the guy that's the leader, the undisputed alpha, the no doubt about it, number one, that's going to be a big deal for you in terms of draft stock. If AJ was number 2, let's say, on this team, like number 1 recruit, but ends up being the second best player on the team, that's not great for his draft stock. And I also think that was part of the value play for him going to BYU is like, let me be the number 1. Let me be the guy. Let me come out here and be the face. And yeah, is there going to be some bumps in the road? Yeah, there is. And there was. And we've talked about those as the season's grown on. But I do think that he's done a good job, maturing and growing and developing. And as much as I have reservations about Kevin Young and the defense and just kind of how they go about it, you are seeing development on AJ. And he has done a good job there. So I just think that I think that BYU does a really good job. and they understand that that they need to embrace their situation, not fight it. And I think when you do that and you can pitch it to AJ that it's just not as big a deal as people make it out to be, he's come in and had a good year. And I still maintain, and this is what I think BYU fan gets uncomfortable with, but I really do maintain that I think next season is the season that'll define Kevin Young. This season's not the season. This season you had AJ, Richie tears his ACL. You know, you've got some depth issues that I think we all acknowledge now. You know, Rob Wright, I think needs another year at least. Like, you know, so there's just some challenges. But if you go out and get busy in the portal this offseason and build your bench here, I think they could bounce back after losing AJ to the draft.
Tell me you don't know what you're talking about without telling me you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is just not correct, dude. It's not correct.
Not even close.
It's well documented. It's not even.
BYU has brand new basketball facilities, and they are the Marriott Annex facility that BYU has is. I mean, it may be the nicest basketball locker room in the country. It's that nice.
Yeah.
It is incredible. Their locker room and practice facility, the Marriott Center in general, is beautiful. And the idea that you believe that Texas Tech has better facilities tells me you don't know what you're talking about, because they are incredible. He wouldn't get the workload going to one of the blue bloods, so I disagree with that.
I think it wouldn't. The workload would be there. It's just he wouldn't necessarily, like if he was on Duke this season. Think about put him on Duke this season, and think about the different dynamics that being on Duke with Boozer would have presented him versus what's available to him at BYU. That's the difference.
I think that's very true. I think that he wouldn't have the share of the ball. Maybe that's what you mean by workload. But in college sports in general, when you're really good, and AJ's elite, it took him a second, I think, and he, as odd as it sounds, his season was saved by Richie Saunders going down.
Agreed.
I don't think there's any doubt, because he had to become an alpha male. He had to become the king. And I know that they have terrible facilities at BYU. They're awful. But you can see the way he's physically developed his body. You can see the way that his skill development, like all of it. You can see now, especially post Richie, AJ took a huge step forward.
Yeah.
So you're not wrong, Jason. In context, I think you're probably pretty close. Pretty close. But they didn't even showcase his skills until Richie got hurt, and then he stepped up. The Lot Lizard bracket will prevail. I believe that's true. Hey, right. Calamoni gifts 20 Monty Show memberships. Let's go. Let's go. Good to see you, Calamoni, as always. Look at everybody sucking him up, too. If you're not a member now, I don't know.
Quote, look at everybody sucking them up.
You know, when dudes stayed 3 years, it was smart to go to school with a coach that could teach the game. With one and done, playing time becomes more important. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Pew, pew, facility greater than honor code facility. Yeah. I think people don't, and with all due respect to James, James makes outlandish statements that he can never back up. Like, you know, Haas Hengy, Ollie Gordon's going to win the Heisman Trophy. Come on. Right? Like, you just can't, to say that Texas Tech has better facilities than BYU is outrageous.
Yeah.
And it just tells me that, A, you're just being a red ass, or you don't know what you're talking about. You know, which your penance should be, you have to give 20 Monty Show memberships like Calamoni did.
Facts.
Pretty straightforward, dude. You know, I'm just saying. I think facilities play a big part of it. I think when you look at BYU is constantly talking about their football stadium. I would not enclose it. I would not expand it. I think BYU's got a phenomenal home field advantage. And it's guys like James who are constantly asking for more seating to block the mountain views. You don't block the mountain
CNS
views.
seating, Monty.
Thank you. BDSM seating. You don't do that in Provo. You don't block the mountains. You don't block the ambiance is intimidating. Like it's incredible. Okay, well, what this tells me is that you haven't seen the rest of the Big 12.
Yeah.
That's what this tells me. Dude, you can say that Texas Tech has nice football facilities.
Have you even been to Provo, dude?
But to say that they're the best in the Big 12 is outrageously short-sighted. We all know that Oak State's facilities are much nicer than Texas Tech's.
Come on, dude. Are you raising your voice at me?
You know. I would tell you that if you look around the Big 12, I mean, it's so there's so much conjecture in it.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that you haven't, you still don't embrace is that you have no idea what you're talking about. You don't have enough evidence to say they're the best in the Big 12. You don't know what you're talking about. James, have you seen BYU's facilities? He hasn't. He has not. OS who? Exactly. Remember, OS who, the ones who didn't want to play Oklahoma and held the door open for him? So.
Boomer Sooner, you got a nice football season cooking up, bro.
Yeah, you really do.
You guys are going to be good.
Yeah, BYU's not booting anybody for having sex unless charges are filed. Yeah, that's not the case. Because no charges were filed against Jake Retzloff, so he still got booted. Sorry to hit you with facts. When you go to one facility out of 16, your sample size is very small, James. Like, I just don't understand why it's got to be this over-the-top thing where, I've seen Texas Tech's facilities. They're the nicest in the world.
And why are you married to Texas Tech all of a sudden? So what, now you're a Red Raider fan? Is that what we're saying?
James is a front runner. We all know that. James is a front runner. James is not a loyalist. He's a front runner.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to admit, Tech Stadium is better than Oak State. Everybody's stadium is better. Oak State is a shithole, my guy. What part of this is... I've been trying to tell you this. This is
years deep at this point, bro. Yeah, why don't you change your name to Texas Tech James? Lubbock James,
It's crazy to me that you're
Landman James.
It's wild to me. Oh, so you have seen BYU in person. You've been in their new locker room and you've seen the stadium renovations and all of that. I'm going to guess you haven't. Because you wouldn't be saying that Oak State's facility is nicer.
Texas Tech.
Or Texas Tech's facility is nicer. You wouldn't be saying that. TCU James is now Texas Tech James. Exactly. That's right. Excuse me. I hope he didn't pick UCF in the tournament. If so, please change that matchup. I just think it's very interesting to me that BYU, I think BYU's the gold standard right now in the Big 12. I mean, it is so hard to be competitive in both basketball and football at the same time. Mm-hmm. And Texas Tech and BYU have done that. But BYU is recruiting well above Texas Tech in basketball. I mean, when you look at, they just year in and year out now, you expect them to get one of the blue chip recruits in the country. They have the money and they have the development program. I know they have terrible facilities, according to Oak State James, who's now Texas Tech James only after he abandoned TCU. But Texas Tech James telling us it could have been. Absolutely could have been. Well, and Brendan Sorsby's your homeboy. But my point is, Texas Tech James, who is the facilities expert on the show, saying that BYU has terrible facilities. I mean, it must be true.
Yeah. His MDiv told him that,
His MDiv told his mentor and his demon, And James is now Brett Yormark. Okay. We should just call him the commish.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying? Dude, one of the most annoying things in my life, when you have a fly humming around your place, it is so annoying to me. Just Just fucking die already. It's been 2 days. My dog hates flies. It literally pisses him off. And this thing is just buzzing around my head.
Check. All night long.
The Sooners will have a good year this year. Dude, answer the question. Have you seen BYU's new facility? Oh, you don't want to answer the question. I would love to see Texas versus OU in person. But you've seen all the facilities, so that's interesting.
I'm going to guess you haven't been to Provo, dude.
He hasn't. James is now all about everything Texas, Cowboys, TCU, Baylor, and now Texas Tech.
Yeah. Don't forget SMU.
Every time do you understand the reputation you roll around with? When you cement somebody as a good something or other, why do you think we don't know you're responsible for Jesus and the cross because you said he was a good guy and a good leader, and then they were like, nah, bro. Do you think we don't know that? Hello. James has been charting all the facilities around college football. He really has. He really has. If we sent James to go negotiate with Iran, would they just surrender instantly? I believe they would.
Well, what he would do is he would build a bunch of upper deck seating around the Strait of Hormuz to get that thing moving, you know?
He'd put a butt buzzer in the water and then things would flow normally.
It would change the current. Yeah.
God, did you guys see all of the oh my God. All of the energy facilities that Iran is bombing? We're going to pay, it's going to be $800 a gallon for gas.
Yep. But all our gas is domestic, dude. All our gas is domestic. So,
It is a disaster. It quite literally, it's a disaster. We are going to pay so much. And with the cost of jet fuel, gasoline, diesel. I was talking to a guy yesterday that owns a moving company. He is already laying off employees to compensate for the cost of fuel that's going to happen.
Telling you, dude, stay your ass home, bro. Right now is not the time to be playing games, dude. It is not the time, bro. The cost of everything is just so expensive that you have to. And we've talked about this on the show multiple times, where it's like, the cost of everything is going up, so you really have to make the most of your home life. You've got to be able to enjoy what you have at home, and whether that's where you live, how you live, your whatever it is, like it has to be dialed in. And I
listen, I watch Landman, so I know that how long it takes to get oil out of the ground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not cheap and it's not fast.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to murder this fly.
Bro just wanted an appearance on the show, dude.
As a service to all humanity, we should create a Wikipedia page listed all of the things James has blacklisted. I agree. Jake,
well, somebody in the comments section can do that for us.
Yeah, you have to create a Texas Tech James, TCU James, Oak State James Wikipedia of all of the careers he has murked.
By the way, how are there not multiple burner accounts in the comments section that are named after different James personalities, dude? Not Texas Tech James, not TCU. Like, come on. There's so much opportunity here, man.
Yeah. It's absolutely mind-boggling, sad that people don't understand it's a global oil market and global natural gas market. Even if we produce at home, the price is the price. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's, man. The funny thing is, you want to know how this is impacting my life right now? So I snapped the driver the other night.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm trying to get a shaft replaced yesterday.
The shaft.
And it's just, it's incredible to me. Oh, we don't have the video of the driver snap anymore. That's all right. It's incredible to me that even the cost of golf shafts has now gone up already. And it's because people know we'll pay it. People know that we will pay it. Now, of course, because PXG is amazing, they're sending me a replacement shaft. So, and it's so funny. I was talking to on LinkedIn. So if I need something golf, what I do is I go to LinkedIn, I create a connection, and I say to them, hey, let's, trade some. So I was talking to the director of marketing and advertising at a company called Ventus, Fujikura. And he was telling me their cost to make a shaft they're anticipating is going to go up at least 38% because they use a lot of carbon. So,
yeah,
it's going to be rough, dude. It's going to be rough, but we'll see. What about the fact that I picked the NC winner in football the last 2 years? No, you didn't.
What are you talking about, bro?
My mom picked North Carolina. Oh, you mean national champion? Who didn't pick Indiana to win the championship this year? Everybody, Indiana was by far and away the best team. So, like, what are you talking about? See, this is the revisionist history thing.
Yeah.
James, a broken clock is right twice a day. Yeah. Somebody needs to make a Wikipedia page because I think it would be legendary. I think it would be one of the legendary things to ever happen.
Yes, it would.
So,
yes, it would.
All right. Before we get too far away from it, because we do need to get to a couple other things. What is when you pick my picks this year, and these are my picks right here. My pick is this year, I went all favorites. You'll notice in all of my brackets, every favorite was picked to win. Because I believe Cinderella is dead. It will take some incredible happening, I think, for a Cinderella to succeed. And so I don't see any way that Prairie View or Clemson or Nebraska or Houston beats Florida. Right? That's how I went about picking my bracket.
Right.
Every favorite was picked to win. What did you have a strategy, Jake, or were you just like, I think I'll take Miami over Tennessee?
No, I did. So when you do the bracket challenge on the show, it gives you options to save you time. Like, how do you want to do most of your brackets? Whether you want to follow one of their insiders or do favorites or whatever. So What I did is I did top seeds, much like you did, but then I went through and I just opportunistically looked for matchups like that Clemson matchup you were just referencing.
Yep.
I took Clemson in that one because it's an 8-9, and there's, I think the 8-9s, the 6-11 or 5-11. I think those 5-12, 6-11, I think is always where you're going to see, South Florida and Louisville. That's one where I think you got a chance for an upset there. UCF, UCLA, definitely an upset territory for sure. I think that VCU, UNC, upset territory all day long. I think this one, the Midwest, there wasn't much action here. The Midwest, I think, will be one of the most straightforward, round of 64 brackets. It's just, there's just not a lot of firepower there out of the lower end teams. But
I'm worried about BYU.
Yeah, you should be. You should be. I think that Texas could be a problem for them. No question about it.
I think that's one of the ones you really need to pay attention to. I actually really like Utah State and Villanova. I almost picked Utah State to win that game, but I wanted to stick with my strategy.
Yeah,
across the board.
Yeah,
but the West is going to be interesting. I think
like St. John's in Kansas, that's an interesting one. I think that, theoretically Kansas should win that one, but I don't think that's a gimme, dude.
Theoretically, what the hell? Detroit Pistons star Cade Cunningham has a collapsed lung and will miss an extended period of time.
How did this happen, dude?
Wow. I have no idea how that happened. That's brutal. I don't have much doubt that this will take place. I feel really good that all the number ones are going to make it through. I'm really hoping. Like Florida, I think is a lock. I think Duke's a lock. I think Arizona's a lock. I'm really hoping Howard, Georgia, Bama, or Iowa State can pull off.
Yeah.
And the victory, the upset, and save our country. Because I don't want to see Jabba the fat ass up there celebrating. That would be devastating.
Jabba the fat ass.
Ward Manuel.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Ward Manuel up there celebrating. But it's a pretty straightforward path for Michigan.
It 100% is, as usual.
Michigan is better than those ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll see. I think when you start getting deeper into the tournament, you get teams that are tougher and grittier and put up more of a fight. And I don't really view Michigan as a tough team. I think they're talented, but they're you can get after them a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see what they have to offer.
So you think there's a chance that Michigan?
I think there's a chance Michigan could lose to Georgia, and there's obviously a chance they'll lose to Alabama, no doubt.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to. Yeah, I think that could be interesting. Wait. Yeah, I saw this on Twitter the other day. But is that true since 1998? Because that's the year that Kentucky won. I was playing this game the other day. It went like Kentucky, Connecticut, Michigan State, Duke
is
Syracuse, Connecticut, North Carolina. Then 06 and 07, wasn't that the Billy Donovan, Noah back-to-back Florida teams? I think they're on the other side of Texas. I could be wrong. I think Gainesville is, But other than that, to your point, because the COVID year when the tournament didn't happen, and then what year did Baylor win it? 2022? No, the year after COVID, 2021. Baylor won it. So, yeah, it's like, because it's been Baylor, Kansas, UConn, Florida.
Right.
So, yeah, that's accurate. That is accurate. And yeah. The Pac-12 hasn't been a good conference in a long time.
Agreed.
Not happy about it, but Miami versus Missouri could be an upset.
Yes.
They gave Missouri a 10 seed, essentially a home game in St. Louis.
Yep.
Miami should go on a run. I saw Scott Van Pelt, I think the other night, was talking about how similar Miami basketball's trajectory this year has been to Miami football. I think it's very interesting.
And it finally begins. Look at the magic, dude. Is that not awesome? Come on, that's funny as hell, dude. That is hilarious.
That is. There's the Miami-Missouri matchup, by the way. A 7-10. And Miami
Upset
then
territory.
Yeah, Miami is in a buzzsaw. I mean, you're going to run into Purdue. You're going to lose. Oh, you beat Purdue? You're going to run into Gonzaga. Yeah, you're probably going to lose. Oh, you beat them? You're going to run into Arizona. You're definitely going to lose.
Gonzaga.
Right? Like, you're definitely going to lose. Jabba is not so fat anymore. He's on Wegovy. Is he really? Okay. I don't hate that. Alex, Alex, good morning to you. Bobby Fowler, who's been a member for 29 months.
Oh, let's see here. All right.
Bracket strategy, health, point guards. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people do the point guard thing for sure.
My March Madness strategy is to pick Big 12 teams.
You don't say.
We now have a Texas State James profile. The Wikipedia page is imminent.
I hope so.
I do too. I do too.
Whoever makes that Wikipedia page, James's picture better be a monkey. Okay, it better be. It's got to be.
James is constantly changing teams to whoever is good.
That's James.
Constantly. And don't forget on the Wikipedia page, work in the Japo shitbox.
Yep. And Magic City. It has to be there.
And his indelible face.
Can we get on the Wikipedia page a portion of that page that talks about frequented locations by James?
And his obsession with Fernando
Crazy
Mendoza's
eyes.
aunt. You know, and the fact
Magic
that he...
City, Buc-ee's, the white hand of Holly Rowe, you know.
Preston Stone's cock.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
All the stuff. You know. Texas State, James clearly inspired by Natasha Bedingfield.
Yeah, unwritten, dude. Unwritten.
Like, why this song? I don't understand. Do you think this is what Sharon was listening to when he went butter knives? And
yeah,
that's
bro's
why he
rolling
went butter
over
knives?
in his big ass SUV, just bumping unwritten. He's got the butter knife strategy ready to go, almost like he's got a bracket strategy. He just rolls in and is like, all right, yeah, here we go. We're doing this. You know.
Favorite food section, lemon pepper wings and Buc-ee's brisket sandwiches. Make sure that's in the Wikipedia page.
Yes. Yes.
Daniel says, I'm late. Who guys got winning TCU Ohio State? Well, James is guaranteed that TCU is going to win this game.
I need to know if you're legitimately asking this question or if you're trolling the hell out of the comment section, dude.
He is trolling the hell out of the comment section.
You got to take Ohio State, but it's going to be close, I think.
Well, Oak State James is guaranteed a TCU win.
Well, yeah.
Right. You know what happened there? Clearly one day head coach said our future is unwritten in some coach speech. And the next thing some assistant was like, we should play this song. Yes. Yes. Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya. Yes. Sharon Moore was playing Call Me by Blondie. Oh, Jesus. He was. Why is Marcus blowing up my phone?
Okay, what's Marcus got to say today? This ought to be good.
Wait, did you say you snapped a driver shaft? I thought you weren't actually playing on a golf course. What happened?
All right, let's reshred it.
I did that 2 seasons ago. I had just I had just gotten brand new clubs, the new Callaways. I was playing a par 3.
Yeah.
Swung my 7-iron over my shoulder and snapped it. It was the worst feeling ever.
How many times have you done that? You did that a couple of times.
Once. I broke a club over my shoulder once, I think, right?
But not like out of anger, like on your backswing. I think you had done it twice. I think
I did it on a par 3. Oh, the 50-degree wedge.
Yes, the 50-degree wedge, and then I think that was like an 8-iron or a 7 at oh my gosh, not Glenwood.
Power Lines course, River Oaks.
The Power Line, River Oaks. You did it at River Oaks on 18. That one time we were playing that afternoon round.
Yeah,
and it was so random, you know.
Yeah. On the tee box. No, it was a par 3 on the tee box.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I can't imagine doing that with a driver. I think I would have cried. I actually handled it really well.
Video's in there. I put it in there.
Oh, the video is in there. Okay.
Yeah, I put the video back in there. Yeah.
I was at the range the other day. Here's me snapping my driver. I've been working on my driver swing, trying to go high to low. And so I'm using what's called the blue brick. And you have an alignment stick in there, and the video is pretty self-explanatory. Terrible.
Brutal.
Terrible. It was absolutely traumatizing.
Brutal, man.
I thought I handled it pretty well.
Yeah, you did. I mean, okay, so you break the driver, so now you were able to conjure a Ventus shaft.
The problem is I swing a very specific shaft that's not in stock. I swing that shaft you saw there was a Tensei 65-gram extra stiff. Nobody stocks that shaft. Even now that I'm in Seattle, there's a PXG store. They don't stock it. Yeah. Everybody has the Ventus. The problem is I need a black 6X from Ventus. And so there's a big golf store here that I've never even heard of who had a demo, the only black X, because everybody's got, I guess, the blue Ventus, which is not as stiff. And basically, the stiffness is based on your swing speed. I swing about 118 to 121 is my club head speed. And so you need that to be the Black X. He only has a demo, and he said, I'll give it to you for $150, but the name of the store is etched on the side of the shaft.
Yeah.
And then
that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's probably not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But then of course, the people at PXG are going to take care of me on it. They're going to send me a shaft. So we'll see what, it sucks, dude. It sucks. Yeah, I talked about this earlier. The Score Act push from next week till middle of April at the earliest. I don't think it's happening.
Yeah.
I do not think it's happening. It's the Score Act. Doesn't the Score Act also incorporate voting rights or voter ID stipulations as well? Like, they can't get together on it. I don't think it's happening. Alex said, I've never switched teams. I've been an Ohio State fan since I was 8 years old. My man. Me too. I'm a Notre Dame football fan. We don't play basketball at Notre Dame. So
Hockey and football, dude.
Hockey and football. And I'm an absolute North Carolina basketball fan because of Michael Jordan growing up as a kid. You know. Delaric.
So what's the solution? You have to go to the store and they're going to get this done for you.
I have to go before 6:00 on Friday night. It's sitting there right now, ready to be picked up.
It's already done.
Yeah, they actually stock PXG hosel tips. So he has this shaft. He's going to put a handle in. It's going to cost me about $200.
Okay,
which is great. I thought it was going to be much more than that. I was
Hopefully
really concerned.
Yeah.
We'll see. That Ventus is a completely different shaft. So we'll see. My brackets storage was based on strength of schedule and the opposite of what James would most likely do. I like it.
Okay, can you walk us through the quote opposite of what James would most likely do? So how are you calculating what James would most likely do? Are you saying that James would most likely just pick the wrong answer? So we did all top seeds. So you're saying that James is doing all bottom seeds. So because you think that's what James would do, you went top seed. Not because they'll obviously win, but that's the opposite of what James would do. So can you explain how you calculated that?
Yeah, I don't know how you would even see. You're trying to make logic out of the illogical, which is fine. J54 Go Sooners. Which double-digit seed has the best shot to make a run, in your opinion? Well, I mean, I never hope that anybody has the runs, but that was it. Never mind. I think Queens, the 15 seed, Queens, has no chance to make a run.
Nobody from this bracket here.
Missouri has a chance. I think Missouri's got a chance. I think Texas has a chance because if Texas gets hot, but I don't know that anybody else at the top of this, like LIU. Sorry, bruh. I think if you look at Furman, nah. UCF, UCLA is pretty average. Mick Cronin will lose his lid if they lose to UCF. North Dakota, no. South Florida, no. Cal Baptist, North Iowa. Nobody in this bracket. I would agree with that. Prairie View has an absolute 0 chance to beat Florida. I actually think that VCU beating North Carolina's. I'm not happy about that matchup.
Yeah.
But Texas A&M is not a terrible team. Texas A&M has a chance. St. Mary's is really solid.
I think VCU, to answer your question, I think VCU has a chance to go deeper than people think. They're always a problem. They always play fast. They're tough to defend. You know, it's
we're going to put them down like a dog.
Like a dog.
What did our fearless leader said? He died like a dog. Howard, no. Akron, no. Hofstra, no. Miami, no. I mean, Santa Clara, but Santa Clara's got a chance. I mean, to make a run, no. But because you're not beating Iowa State. Iowa State is really solid. I don't know that there is, again, this is just my opinion. I think Cinderella is absolutely dead. She's a hoe and she gone. You know. So
yeah.
He's a hoe.
Is it me or is today really dragging? Today's not dragging at all. It's already 6:40 a.m. Pacific time.
No, today wasn't dragging. Today was just a flat out ass kicking getting up. So
I told you guys yesterday, my internal clock wakes me up at about 4:40 or 3:45 every day. And I try to get out of bed at 3:50. Dude, I slept straight to 4 a.m. today. And just woke up after the grandest deep sleep night. Like, it was brutal. Didn't get my 3 a.m. hour of stand and missed the 5 a.m. hour of stand. So I'm way behind today. Today sucks. Today's going to be a terrible day.
I'm just going to go back to bed. Screw today.
Bro, I cannot tell you how excited I am to get back into sunshine.
Yeah.
We're doing this atmospheric river BS today in Seattle again.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this, you guys may or may not know this, there's this huge heat dome over the southwest portion of the country right now.
Dome.
And bro, I'm just so tired of, we are literally, Seattle is the only one right now that is like, everybody else, like even Jake right now, you're in the middle 50s right now. We are in the high 40s right now. But you look at Fresno, 64 degrees. San Diego, 69 degrees right now.
Yeah,
now,
high is 73 today where I am.
Now, are we Chicago where it's 31? Are we Duluth where it's 27?
Duluth.
No. Right? But you look at the Southwest today, forget it. You're going to be in the hundreds.
Yeah.
We are going to be 53 in rain today, 55 in rain tomorrow, 54 in rain on Saturday, 52 in sunshine Sunday. And then Monday through Thursday, it is 50 degrees in rain every day. And then what happens? I go to Southern California to play golf for the weekend, 58 and sunny here, 60 and sunny, 52 and sunny on next Sunday. And then
doesn't matter to you.
Guess what when I come home?
Rain.
50 and rain.
Yeah.
It's my life. It's my life. And I'm not complaining. I am ready for the warmth. Bottom seeds and any school he has a history of say that I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no Cinderellas in my bracket. I would, Wait, so we have gone from what would Jesus do to what would James do? So let me do the opposite of a minister's picks. God works in mysterious ways. Yes,
Correct.
he does.
Correct.
Yes, Jesus Christ. You figure it out. Look, there she is. Shouty. Hey, Shouty.
Brown eye.
Bobby Fowler, come hang with your bro in the Hawkeye State. Hell no. Iowa. Nothing good has ever happened in Iowa.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Roy Marble, whatever. Jake, who's Roy Marble?
Couldn't tell you. Before my time.
How am I going to be 50 and rainy and you're going to be 70s and 80s in Iowa?
Yeah, because
climate change isn't real.
It's called the ocean, dude.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. No Cinderellas, I agree. I don't have a double-digit seed making a pass around to 32. Smart.
See, but this is the greatness of the tournament, right? I mean, inevitably one of these is going to be wrong.
Greatness is not the word that I would use. Is greatness the word that we'd use? I don't think so. I don't think so. Again, I guess it's just my opinion. I just think the day of Cinderella's dead. I just don't see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it happening. I don't. And again, I guess as we go through the next 2 days, obviously that's when Cinderella, she out trolling. You know. If Cinderella doesn't happen today or tomorrow, it doesn't happen at all.
Right.
Right. And I think I'm just not fun when it comes to the NCAA tournament or eating spicy food. I'm not fun. Right. I don't. I'm white. I'm Caucasian. I had salt and pepper ground turkey tacos for dinner last night and I enjoyed them.
Yeah,
they
I
were
think
good. And I don't apologize for that.
Yeah, you're just not the guy that tries to have fun with it. Like you're trying to win.
I'm not the guy who tries to have fun with it.
Yeah, you're just trying to win.
Are you saying I'm not? I know fun, and I am fun. I am the definition of fun. No, I don't think I am.
Yeah,
I actually, no, I know who I am. I know who I am, and I know I am not the definition of fun.
That was a lie.
I know I am not the definition of fun.
Kiss my butt.
Yeah, I know who I am. I'm going all favorites. I'm going all favorites.
Back to the envelope calculations.
I admit I am overly competitive as a man. I mean, in work, in life, in golf, you know, killing flies that are flying around your condo. I'm ultra competitive.
Yeah.
I hate losing. I am a bad loser, admittedly.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is, right? So
yeah,
we do what we can do, and that's all we can do.
Yeah.
You know. Mm-hmm. But nobody has ever known more about fun than Monty. I mean, Trump. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. White and Caucasian. Yes. This guy. I am so unspicy. It's not even. Bro, if you said to me, what kind of wings do you want? Lemon pepper with ranch dressing.
Hey, James, you got the hookup for Magic City?
Dude, I don't do blue cheese. I really do. Like my
well,
wife
nobody
loves,
in their right mind does blue cheese, dude. Anybody doing blue cheese is, come on.
But my wife would eat curry every single day if it didn't make her like explosive ejections. Right? My wife would
explosive ejections.
Oh, dude. If you eat curry every day, dude, you can't even the damage that you do to your canal by like but my wife would do it. It's not spicy enough. I don't care how hot it is. It's not spicy. My wife would win the chip challenge. She is a sadist. She would win the chip challenge. I won't even try the chip challenge.
Dude, it's miserable, dude.
Jake
it is
did the
so
chip
miserable.
challenge a couple of years ago at Thanksgiving.
So miserable. I'll never do it again, dude. It was one of the most unenjoyable things I have ever tried. And I didn't even eat the whole chip. I had one little tiny piece of it and I just melted, dude. It was awful.
Nope. And
I'm like sweating and turned red and my tongue was burning and like, I'm just not here for it.
Like I'm drinking grape, bucked up essential amino acids this morning. I even hate grape.
What? You hate grape?
It's not great. I love like a couple of grape sodas playing golf. Absolutely. Name that movie.
Bro.
Name that movie.
Oh gosh, dude.
That was such a good poll. Cinderella teams will happen, but want to be every year. It be like once every 5-6 years. I agree.
Yeah.
Jason, it's the cyclone state. Indeed, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa's not a bad place. I mean, listen, Cedar Rapids, you're a bunch of scumbags, but the cops sitting on the bridge in Dubuque, like just
and not sitting on the bridge, dude. They're sitting under the bridge behind the median, so you can't see them when you blaze by in the highlighter yellow Beamer.
And admittedly, and my wife will probably correct me if I'm wrong. We left a mattress at a closed truck stop in Dubuque.
It is what it is.
In 2003, and I don't regret it to this day.
Did the mattress get used before you left it there, though?
Oh, yeah. We were moving from Chicago to Sacramento, and we had loaded up a U-Haul trailer and put the mattress on top of the family truckster.
The biggest load that we've seen.
Dude, that thing was like a sail on top of our car. We could go like 10 miles an hour. We made it as far as Dubuque, and we were like, no, dude, you got to get rid of this mattress. So we pulled over into a truck stop, dumped it on the ground, and took off. It's amazing. Allegedly. I'm not saying I actually did that. That's what I would have done.
Right.
You know, UTEP grad can't afford to be a sore loser. Well, does UTEP have an athletic department? Monty, not spicy. Monty at home. I love the Spice Girls. Exactly. Texas State James. My strategy, wait until the game is over and then claim that all along I had picked the winner.
Yeah. So you're saying you do your bracket in pencil, James?
That's exactly what he does. That's right. There must be a secret to curry, though, because India and Thailand are among the oldest civilizations on Earth, successfully navigating that in one of those countries has the biggest population. Dude, I don't know what it is about, like the Asian communities, they live forever.
Yeah.
You look at even like the blue zone countries, it's because they walk. I'm really convinced. Like last night, I ate dinner. I usually don't eat dinner, but we needed to meal prep ground turkey because, well, I'm a white guy. And so we meal prep 2 pounds of ground turkey. So yeah, I'm going to get the raw tortillas out of the refrigerator. We're going to cook those up. We're going to put a slice of provolone on there, melt it a little bit. We're going to pour the white guy ground turkey onto the taco shell. We're going to put some barbecue sauce, and I'm going to smash like a porn star. Like, it was amazing. Position. It was amazing. It was really good.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
You can't eat that many carbs after 3 o'clock. You're asking for it. Where is grumpy Phil Venzer been? He doesn't get up this early. You know, do you want a fresca? Rare. A fresca. A fresca. You know. I'm just saying, wait.
Wait, what's going on?
Marcus says you tend to go back and forth on if you like spicy food. No, I don't. Bro, I do not eat spicy food. Ever. I do not eat spicy food.
He's not a spicy food guy, bro.
That's just not me. That's not my jam. My wife mocks me over it. I do believe that my wife eats habaneros like they are dill pickles just to make fun of me because I do not. It's as simple as that, right? Yeah. Like, I know what I know, right?
Man's got to know his limitations, bro.
I'll eat ramen. My wife drug my ass into a ramen studio the other day in Bellevue in the mall after I spent a small fortune at Travis Matthew, and we ate some ramen. Good. I'll eat sushi. Good. But you want to pull me in now? Listen, if you want me to eat some tandoori chicken, I'm your Huckleberry. Yes. If we're gonna get into hummuses and curries, yeah, I'm probably not the guy. Oh, you said You said mole? No, I'm probably not the guy. Chicken burrito? That's Jake.
Yeah.
You want to give me some enchilada suiza? Yeah, I'm your guy. Mole? No, I'm not your guy.
I actually like enchiladas a lot too. I like enchiladas a lot.
Call the wife. She'll eat the mole for you. I'm not your guy. Now, again, I'm trying to get a reservation at Javier's in Newport Beach. Sold out. Can't go to Javier's this trip. Am I going to go to Mastro's Ocean Club? Yeah. I'm going to get an 8-ounce
really?
filet.
Javier's is sold out?
Sold out.
Damn.
Now, I'm going to get an 8-ounce filet, medium.
Yeah.
Couple of grilled shrimp on top of that. Going to get some mushrooms. Going to get some mac and cheese.
Yeah.
We're not doing this BS lobster mac and cheese. We're not doing this stupid, oh, hey, let's put some jalapenos in there. Hell no.
Yeah. Hell
it's
no.
Macaroni and cheese.
We're not doing jalapenos in the mac and cheese, dude.
I'll never understand jalapeno mac and cheese. You're just, why?
It's
Why?
disgusting.
My wife is dragging me to a crab joint this weekend. We're going to have a pork chop.
Pay that man his money.
I know what I
went
like.
to a crab joint and got pork.
No, I will. I can't even remember the name of this place, but this is the life that my wife lives. Right? My wife fully understands that I will go. And she doesn't have the best track record of picking restaurants.
U.S. Americans.
It's not her strength.
I personally believe that Mrs. Monty's track record picking restaurants is only slightly better than picking hike difficulty.
Yeah, because my wife tells me that every hike that we're going to go on is easy, and it's straight up the side of the fucking mountain.
You're casual.
My wife is such a red ass. We're going to this place called Tomo.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony. Sweet and sticky fried chicken, 2 pieces. Dry aged steamed burgers with caramelized onion and American cheese. Scallop casino hand roll. Dungeness crab rice.
Yes.
Something called Casio e Pepe rice cakes. Rice cake.
Bro, dude.
Sable fish with Manila clams.
Hey, Manila.
Klingerman Farms ribeye. Yes. Klingerman Farms pork rib chop. Yes. Something called Guyland Gome. Nah. Cara orange and coconut pandan kakagori. Nah, I'm fine. If I got to ask you what kakagori is, I'm probably not going to put it in my mouth.
Yeah.
You know, just probably not going to put it in my mouth.
Yeah, putting things in your mouth is not really, yeah, okay.
Spicy Fermani is vanilla ice cream where you can see the little black specks of vanilla bean in it. Amen to that. Got to be careful with that. You know. So, Monty, you're Ben Stiller character in Along Came Polly in the Indian restaurant scene and then the bathroom scene at Jennifer Aniston's bathroom. I've never seen that movie. I've seen Dumb and Dumber in the bathroom. That was Notre Dame in France for me. Wait, Old Bay is too spicy for you? Truth. Tony Shakiri Cajun spice seasoning works on most things, great sprinkled on pizza. Then again, my wife, the sadist. Oh, give me some cracked red pepper. No, dude, it's pizza. Oregano,
chili flakes and Parmesan.
Oregano and parm. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Jerks. They have different levels so you can get the mild. I like that.
It is what it is.
I like that. You know. Weight loss update for the two of you, Jake.
We are 24 pounds down.
Is that your dog right next to you?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
24 pounds down. Yeah, I mean, overall it's good. You know, it's smooth sailing. You know, literally, like I say all the time, like you know what you can do and what you can't do. And if you do what you're supposed to do, you'll be fine. So, it's lots of protein, lots of water, trying to get good amount of sleep. But yeah, overall making progress. I think just it's tough. Like the weather. I mean, even with the weather being good right now, this is only like the third or fourth day in the last month that it's been like decent enough weather to really do anything. So it's good overall. Yeah, I would say it's fine.
Yeah, I've lost 73 pounds, although I got on the scale this morning. I've been doing a lot of research on when and when not to eat and what to eat after 3 o'clock. I'm a big believer that controlling insulin and glucose, massive. I've changed the way I'm eating lunch. I used to go on a walk, then eat lunch. Now I am eating lunch and then going on a walk.
Smart.
And I'm telling you, it's made a huge difference. Yeah. I've lost 73 pounds since August 2nd on Zepbound. Ozempic versus Zepbound. Nah. Ozempic is not what... Ozempic is for people that need it for their diabetes. And it should be used as such. Zepbound is a weight loss supplement, period, in my opinion. Yep. So, Jake is retaining water. Yes, he is. Fat boy.
Okay.
All I do all day is pee, frankly, because this is 24 ounces of water that I've already had. I've got this, which is 20 ounces, and it's probably a quarter left. So I've had about 44 ounces of water today. All I do is pee. That's the entirety of my life. Do you still have your belly? I have lost significant weight at various times in my life, but never could lose the belly. I've lost a lot of my gut.
Yeah, I think that if you're talking about like, losing quote unquote your gut, I think you have to train that. You have to, it's not just cutting the weight. It's like, yeah, you got to cut some weight, but I also think, you have to train it. You have to actually go and lift and run and put your body through, certain conditions so that it will actually, because the big misconception is, oh, well, I'm taking Zepbound, so my gut's just going to go away. Your body stores fat all over your body. It's not just in your gut. Your gut is just what everyone looks to. I mean, you store fat in your face, your arms, your legs, everywhere. So it's your body. We don't get to choose where our body burns fat from. We get our genetics choose that. So I think that if you want that to go away, I think you need to train core. And if you do that, you will see that you will start to shape your core muscle, which will really help you do what you need to do.
Yeah, I think if you really want to get rid of your gut, you have to do cardio. And you have to just be consistent because it will not just you can't target fat loss. So, this Skorak thing is picking up momentum now.
What does that mean?
I think there are a lot. Well, people are frustrated this isn't going to get a vote because there was supposed to be a vote, but it was postponed. House Republican leadership originally said that they were under the impression that they'd have support for the bill, but yanked it from the ledger because they didn't have the votes to pass. So that's rough. Lane Kiffin's taking a lot of blame for this. Quote, the Lane Kiffin stuff was not good timing. Just a couple of days before the scheduled vote, LSU hired away Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin, the original vote. Paying him $13 million in salary. Come on.
You're reaching, bro. This has nothing to do with Lane Kiffin. Be better. Lane Kiffin is... This is what I despise in sports talk, from fans and, legislators and things like that. This doesn't have anything to do with Lane Kiffin. You knew he was going to get hired at LSU. That took, that was a months-long process. We're seriously blaming Lane Kiffin because you can't whip together some votes. Come on, dude.
Yeah, I think the issue is we're not getting a whole lot done in Washington right now. Whether it's the SAVED Act, the SCORE Act, it's just brutal. We're not getting a lot done. What was the pill that helped burn fat? Something like chromium. No, you mean like phentermine? But that killed people. It burned out your heart valve. You don't want that. Do you have to stay on it forever? Is there a theory you get to target weight and you adjust your lifestyle and routine to maintain? Yeah, I think the way that Zepbound works, allegedly, you go through the cycle, you get to the weight that you want to lose, to the weight you want to lose. And hopefully during this time that you've been losing weight, you've begun to work on your relationship with food.
Yeah.
Because what you learn quickly is that this is me. I was addicted to food. I was addicted to eating. I used food as an emotional response. I used food as I'm bored. Let me eat something. Oh, hey, we're going out to have a good time. Where are we going to go to eat? That's how I used food.
Yeah.
What I've learned that now, so I can control that response. What happens though when you stop taking Zepbound is it's called like the voices in your head, if you will, the hunger pains, the food noise, as people call it, comes back. You have to learn to control that food noise, because really the mechanism is you're eating less calories, you're losing more weight. But what people don't understand is Zepbound works multifaceted. It works on your stomach and your brain. That's why it's so successful. And the thing that we now know is that you have to control the chemicals in your brain as well as the chemicals in your stomach. And you do that by regulating insulin, in my opinion. I think insulin regulation is a huge part of it. Huge part of it. And that's why when I say, hey, look at like Ozempic versus Zepbound, Ozempic is 100% about the operation of your pancreas and controlling your A1C, which is the sugar in your blood. Zepbound is very different. Zepbound is very different. It's about controlling your brain and your stomach. Yeah. It's called a tirzepatide. That's the difference. And essentially how you get off it is, so I'm on the 10.0 right now. I will not go higher than that. But essentially what will happen is you will start weaning downward, and you will either get all the way down back to like 2.5, and then because you take a shot every week. I take a shot every Thursday night. So when you're on maintenance, okay, I'm back down to 2.5. For the first 4 weeks on 2.5, I'm going to take it every week. For the next 4 weeks, I'm going to take it every other week. Then for the next 4 weeks, I'm going to take it once a month. And then on the regular, you'll take that shot once a month.
Yeah.
That's how you get off of it. So it's a very different thing. I thought I had lost weight when I looked down at my belly and to gauge my weight loss. Then I looked behind me and found it. Ooh, yeah, that's never fun.
Mm-hmm.
It thins you out. Zepbound thins you out. It's incredible.
Yeah.
You don't always lose weight, but dude, I'm wearing a 2X now. It's incredible, dude. I'm wearing a size 36 pants and a 2X shirt.
Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I think the cool thing about Zepbound too is it just has a million different applications. I mean, I think initially when it hit the market, a lot of people thought it was just for people who, had aspirations of losing like just loads of weight. I also think it's got applications for people who only want to lose like 20 and 40 pounds, like you just want to, you want to cut down, you want to kind of get back to what you should be. And maybe you want to be like he was just saying on a maintenance dose situation or something like that. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can use it. I think a lot of it depends on your lifestyle. I can tell you that when you golf and you're active, it's much easier to cut weight consistently with Zepbound. If you work an office job or if you sit a lot during the day for your work, you have to be cognizant of, when you eat, like the timing of it. If you're that person, kind of like me that works like basically all day, you have to be, you have to be smart about, not only what you're eating, but when you're eating it. And if you're willing to do that, you're going to be fine. I mean, yeah. I've lost this weight basically only golfing on the weekends. You know, I try to swing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know, and that's been a little bit of a challenge lately because of the weather. So, you know, I've lost the weight just basically saying, okay, I'm not going to eat carb heavy food late in the day. If I'm hungry, I'm going to stick to protein and fruit. So like a chicken, a turkey, or a steak, I'm going to eat that protein in portion. So I'm not going to eat I'm not going to eat, 8 ounces of meat before dinner. I'll have like 3 ounces, like enough basically to where I'm not hungry. And it satiates me, but not like in bulk. And that works.
I think what's really interesting is the walking thing.
Yeah.
Everybody busts my balls over the stand hours thing, but Marcus totally gets it, because what it does is it gets you on your feet and you're moving more, so you're burning more energy. Like Apple Watch bumps you at 50 past every hour, 10 to the hour. It'll bump you and say it's time to stand, so that you stand for at least, I think it's a minute every hour. But I also have been trying to walk my dog 3 times a day. I try to go to the driving range 4 times a week. When I go to the driving range and I burn at least 1,200 calories a day, I lose pretty much 3 to 4 pounds a week. The issue is the food. The issue is I eat 1 full meal a day. Like in the morning, I used to have oats every morning. Now I have 2 slices of Dave's Killer bread, the small slices, with peanut butter, a thin sheet of peanut butter, and a banana chopped up on top.
Yeah.
And then I won't eat until lunch at about 12:30. But if I get hungry, like one of the things that's really worked for me is staying low carb with my snacks. So cold cuts, like I go to the deli and they slice up lunch meat essentially. And like this week, I'm eating like 2 slices of roasted turkey on a piece of provolone.
Yeah.
I don't have bread with it, or, like last week, I wrapped it in lettuce. My wife had romaine stalks sitting around. So I wrapped it in lettuce, right?
Yeah,
if you can keep that carb low and you don't snack on sugary, it makes a huge difference. Then I'll eat lunch now. And my lunch this week, my wife made this incredible pork loin. So I've been having pork tacos for lunch. And then I try to get a 15-minute walk in after I eat. That, with the only thing in my mind of controlling your insulin and your blood sugar. Because walking after you eat for a minimum of 10 minutes helps burn the insulin that your body put into your stomach for your lunch. And what happens? I've gone from losing 2 or 3 pounds to now 4 pounds a week.
Yeah.
And then I don't eat dinner. Generally, I'll have some grapes, or my wife has been like cutting up oranges for us, or I'll have some kind of something like that, something to hydrate and something with fiber. And that's it. That's what I eat every day. I haven't even been eating protein bars anymore.
Yeah, I think that it's interesting that this came up today. There's somebody in the circle of people here that I know that just started it this week. And, one of the things that is interesting to watch is how people learn how to use it. Like, you quickly learn that, you can't, like, people deal with different side effects. Like, I didn't have a ton of side effects when I started. Other people do have side effects. Like, it's different for each person. And one of the things you quickly realize is that, heavy carbs on Zep just isn't, you can't do it. Like, you can't have, like, if you're going to eat, like I love pasta just as much as the next guy, just as an example. If you're going to eat a lot of pasta, let's say, or like a lot of very carby pizza, love pizza. I mean, that's just not going to be like, you can have 2 bites of 1 slice of pizza and not really think twice about it. But if you're going to be out here eating like 3-4 slices of pizza, having pasta,
dessert,
desserts, my God, desserts, like, you can't do that stuff. And my contention with that is Zepbound is not cheap, bro. Zepbound is essentially a car payment a month. And
it's $450 a month. Once you get above 2.5, it's $450 a month.
So it's like, the time you're on it, you need to take advantage of it and really lock in and do it. Because you're not going to be on it forever, and you're really only going to be on it for a cup of coffee in terms of your life. And I think that it's just, I just always encourage people not to waste it. Like if you're gonna do it, do it. Like actually do it. Like drink the water, and be in that routine. And try to. I agree with what you've always said. Like try to recalibrate your relationship with food. I could tell you when I inevitably stop using it, whenever that is.
Yeah.
I probably won't change a ton of how I eat now. It'll just have to be a thing where, you redial in the portions just a little bit to kind of adjust with what your body is needing, So it's like, but I certainly wouldn't go back to how I was eating before. I can tell you that.
No, there's just no point to it. And the thing that's really hard, I think a lot of people don't understand, is that food, it's not an easy button.
No.
It is food is an addiction. It is hard to control. James switches teams more times than a woman switches hairstyles. Well, that's a lot. It's a lot. Let's see. Kelly Osbourne, whatever she's on, is overdoing it. Skeleton-like. Same with Demi Moore. She looks horrendous now. Well, like Mike said, a lot of Hollywood stars abused it.
Yeah.
Pasta is my major weakness. And it's, again, the shit you guys don't want to know. All food is inflammatory on some level. That's the natural digestive response. Things like pasta, pizza is about the worst thing you can eat. It's so funny. We ordered pizza a couple of weeks ago now. We have to do a small pizza and we split it.
Yeah.
Like because you can eat a slice or two and that's it.
The funny thing about that too is like, and it's not unique to pizza, I guess, but like I find myself like when I know I need to eat, because I start to feel tired and like you just kind of know that you need to eat. You're not even hungry, but you just know. Like it's only like 3 bites, and then I'm like, all right, cool. Like, and the response to that is just like, all right, cool. There's food in the system. We're good to go again. But but it's weird because you haven't eaten like a whole meal or anything. It really does like redefine like what a quote unquote like meal is. Like it's a weird experience.
You don't feel hungry. I'm never hungry. I'm never hungry. I don't ever. I can't remember the last time I was like, damn. Maybe over the weekend. We went to Chipotle this past weekend. I told you guys about that earlier in the week, and
not even close to coming. Like I'll like a bowl at Chipotle, maybe half of it at most.
Yeah. Monty got to buy some new board shorts for his Hawaii trip, dude. You don't even know the half. I just got Jake and I these matching Nike golf sweatshirts. Mine doesn't fit. It's too big. It is insane to me that at Thanksgiving, I was a size 44 waist. And I'm a 36 now, and I can't wear the pants that are a 44.
Yeah.
And you just, it's stupid. Like my winter coat that I wore in Paris is way too big now. Like the neck and the waist, it doesn't keep me warm because the wing, it's so big, the wing goes down my neck and up my jacket. My wife, the same thing. Like next year we'll have to buy new winter coats. But what you begin to understand, like I went into a Canada Goose store this weekend. I'm wearing a 2X Canada Goose vest. I can fit into a 2X Canada Goose vest.
Stuff is so expensive, dude.
It was only $300. I didn't buy it, but there was a big sale going on. But your feet change. Like the things you don't count on, you lose weight in your feet.
Yeah.
How do you lose weight in your feet? Right? Like it's crazy. What happens to your body when you lose weight? Crazy. I used to eat a whole bag of no yolk noodles by myself. Oh man, that's crazy. I would eat a large pizza by myself in one sitting. Now I'm lucky if I can eat 2-3 pieces and feel full.
Yeah, it's tough, bro.
Oh, Alex, no doubt. Italian food, dude. I grew up Italian.
But see, that's the thing, bro. It changes how you view that food. Like, I don't even want to eat that food in bulk now. Like, I want to have a couple bites and enjoy those couple of bites and then be done because I just don't want I don't want to deal with the issues with that.
You take me to Carmine's. Carmine's on 5th in Seattle has this rigatoni dish, rigatoni bolognese.
Mm-hmm.
That is so good. I can't remember the name of the cheese appetizer. Burrata. They're burrata.
Yeah. Bomb.
dude. But you can't eat much of it. Like I can eat maybe half of that dish of rigatoni. Their rigatoni bolognese. It is so ridiculously good. But we even went to Butcher's Table over the weekend and did not get an appetizer, did not have dessert, could not eat much of. I had a pork chop, potatoes, and some mac and cheese. You just can't eat it. And we walked there and we walked home, and I still felt stupidly full. It's crazy. My wife has been complaining about her feet hurting because she's lost padding in her feet. Same. Like I got on Jordan 9s today. And Jordan 9s have a huge air pillow in the bottom of them. And you crave it now because your feet just don't feel great. Great pasta, chicken parm, fettuccine Alfredo. Oh, dude, we're going to Newport Beach, and there's an Italian place in Newport Beach that has the best chicken parm. And I intentionally had reservations available. I was like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
I love chicken parm, Mike. Like it is my I grew up in a family, my aunts and uncles all made Italian food. And I can tell you some of the mastacholi, like the pasta salads, the macaroni salads, the bread alone.
Mm-hmm.
I love Italian food. I love Italian food. And it is pasta is white flour is so inflammatory for your bowel. Once you learn that, you'll never eat it. You'll never eat it. I promise you will never eat it. Hey, real quick, I want to get to, we do talk sports on the show, just so you know. Again, I want to go back to this Notre Dame thing real quick before we get to LeBron. I'm telling you, Notre Dame is coming for your ass. Their offseason has been nothing short of perfection. And we are going to murder people. Look at this. Dude. And it's hard to say it out loud as a lifelong diehard Notre Dame fan. We did not have a strength and conditioning program of note. And now you look at the body transformations and the process, it's incredible. It is incredible how different year over year the strength and conditioning program at Notre Dame has gotten. They're just, look at this dude. We're going to crush people.
Sure,
we are going to crush
dude.
people. LeBron or Rory McIlroy talking about Domino's Pizza? Let's do Rory. Let's do Rory. Here's Rory McIlroy's Masters menu. You know that the Masters champion gets to pick the menu. This is Rory McIlroy's Masters menu. That yellowfin tuna sounds amazing. I'm not a Wagyu guy, so nah. But sticky toffee pudding, yes. Rock shrimp tempura, absolutely.
Yeah.
Filet or seared salmon, yes. Yellowfin tuna carpaccio, yes. But then you hear Rory say that, or you read his menu, and then you hear him say this, and you just wonder where his mind's at.
We're on this big Domino's kick at the minute. It's so good. I swear to God. It's so good. It is good. Like, if you don't know what the really good local pizza place is, Domino's is, like, solid.
Yeah. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Do you guys get the same pizza or change it up?
I get the same. I get it's the deluxe, but like extra sausage, extra whatever.
Just like you can barely pick it up. It's been so much.
It's like almost too soggy.
So I cannot wait to watch this show. This is Hard Knocks for golf. And it is only streaming on, I think it's the PGA Tour's YouTube channel. It dropped yesterday at the Players Championship. They turn this around in real time. It is unreal. But Rory McIlroy is feeding his family Domino's Pizza. When is the last time we had a Domino's Pizza? Maverick Center days.
Yeah, it's been a long time, dude.
Right?
It's
like
been a
years.
long time. Yeah. Yeah.
You're feeding your family You are feeding your Yes, thank you. Marcus is like, yeah, you guys are getting a copyright strike for that.
100%. 100%. And you
Yeah,
know what's
we are.
funny about that, dude?
Yeah,
We
we
discussed
are.
whether it was worth it to play or not before, and we decided
But
it was.
I think it is worth it because who's getting who on earth is eating Domino's pizza right now?
Yeah, you know, the thing that I have a gripe about this with is that when you have a smoker, you don't do Domino's pizza. That's just not, you don't do that. And I know, like, Papa Murphy's, you know, used to advertise on this show, so I had a lot of their pizza, and they've won me over. I
Papa
like
Murphy's is amazing,
dude. I love the take and bake. I think it's really good. I think the fact that it's good second day. I love the fact that I can just put it on my smoker and forget about it for 40 minutes, and then you take it out. It's perfect. It's got the smoky flavor to it. It's also crispy. Like, I just think that I agree that, in fairness to Rory, he did say if you don't know the local pizza joint, then Domino's is a solid option. So he's not saying that Domino's is his favorite. He's just simply saying that when you need like if you're trying to get pizza, but you don't have a local spot.
Had it many times recently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because why is that? Because he travels around and they don't know the local spots, so they order Domino's.
I really like Papa Murphy's.
Yeah.
I think if I needed a pie and I didn't have a place and there's a Papa Murphy's near me, I'm doing Papa Murphy's.
Now, as a kid, I was Team Pizza Hut. When Pizza Hut initially rolled out stuffed crust,
the Pizza Hut buffet, dude. Oh, the Pizza Hut buffet. You would walk in there and you would just be throbbing looking at their buffet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The Pizza Hut buffet was incredible. Do you guys remember how good buffets used to be?
Yes.
Do you guys remember like Sizzler's buffet? Oh, how fat was I when I was eating at Sizzler's buffet? It was you get those little sirloin cubes at the Sizzler buffet. You go to, I can't even remember what, it was like Old Country buffet. Do you guys remember like TGI Fridays used to have the salad bar?
Yes.
Oh my God. What was the salad? My wife used to take me to those salad places.
Sweet tomatoes?
Yeah, Sweet Tomatoes or whatever. Dude, so good. You can't do that anymore. COVID destroyed all that. The buffets in Vegas, COVID destroyed all that. The buffet at Mandalay was unbelievable.
Okay. It's
unbelievable.
Burning in the comments section. How do you say buffet? Is it buffet or is it buffet? Because
fuck off. No, we're not.
People are really
playing this
contending
game today. No,
are really contending this.
No. We are not.
First of all, let me play the sounder. Let me play the sounder. Gabe, thank you. Appreciate you, dude. But I don't want to lose the comment. I don't want to lose the comment. So thank you, Gabe, for being a YouTube member. But look at this. Lopes fan Gabe. Why is Morty saying buffet? So wait, do you say buffet then? Is that how we're contending this is pronounced?
Warren Buffett Faye? It's buffet. Lefave, Bavacqua, buffet.
Yeah. But I certainly wouldn't throw at a 200 hitter like Lefay or Bavacqua.
Like, are you kidding me?
Bavacqua.
Gabe is the same dirtbag who was like, wow, how many holes are in a straw, bro?
It's cereal soup, brother.
Hey, I'm just brother.
Listen, okay, listen, I'm sitting over here at the Grand Canyon baseball game. GCU, bitches, Lopes up. I'm just curious, as I sit here and I eat my man chowder, like right out of the bowl, do you guys think cereal soup or, what are we thinking here?
Fuck you. You suck.
Maybe I can ask Andy Stankiewicz or Dan Matcherly. I don't know what they think.
Monty, is a hot dog a sandwich? I mean, do you have onions on it? Like, come on.
Buffet. Not Beffy, not buffet. It's buffet.
Yeah, like Lefay.
Aqua.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hard.
Buffet like up.
Quote, why is Morty saying buffet? Because that's how it's pronounced, bro.
Because I'm not a serial killer. Like, that's how it's pronounced. No, we're not hey, man. Bro, I'm really hungry. Why don't we go to the buffet? No.
I want that known.
What about the buffet? You guys want to go to the Golden Corral buffet? No, I don't. I want to go to the buffet.
Bro. Dude. I just
buffet.
can't, dude.
It's buffet. It's not. Sizzler.
Well, Monty, is a quesadilla a sandwich or not? I mean, come on.
Sizzler and Pizza Hut boofy references. Yeah. This is why we tune in.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Indeed. Pizza Hut,
yes.
Personal pan pizza, good and affordable. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love as a kid in school getting your book it pin and getting free personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut.
Yes. I used to do that all the time. Yes.
But I'm telling you, pizza puffs from the lunchroom lady are far better than Pizza Hut.
With the ranch, goated.
You know, it's whoa, what now? What the hell? It's buffet. You know, who the F says buffet? It's buffet. That's exactly right. Alex, there is nothing wrong with Domino's pizza except it's insanely greasy. Other than that, it's great. You know, buffet. What the F is a buffet? It's buffet. I didn't say buffet. El Fafe. Co-fafe.
Bro, Gabe, I feel like you're fabricating this issue right now, dude. Why is Morty saying buffet? He's not. He's saying buffet. You know.
No, and then we're going to start with this shit now. Now, does he have car insurance or life insurance?
See, because the obvious issue is that he's a car. So is car insurance for Lightning McQueen actually life insurance or car insurance, bro? Like...
Yes. Unpopular opinions. Domino's thin crust hits. Dude, listen. Domino's once every 7 years, there's nothing wrong with that.
Stay hard.
You know, Salata is a great salad spot, but man, they're overpriced. Everything's overpriced. Come on. And these are the issues with society today. Like, come on, dude.
There's no question, dude. There's no question, dude. No doubt.
Oh, my God. It's Buffett.
Come on, dude.
Dude, you're raising children and you talk like that in your own home?
Oh, boy.
Papa John's is another one that fell off big time. Say coffee. It's coffee. What do you mean? Domino's greater than Frozen, and that's about it. Yeah, I would agree with that. Don't get me started on the government cheese in school way back in the day, dude. Dude, I remember having Papa John's with the little green pepper in the box that no one ever ate. Yes.
Yeah.
Papa John's used to be a thing. It used to be a thing. When talking Domino's, why isn't Two Shakes playing the fart echo sound? He should be. Yeah. Hot take, hot dog is a taco, but a hot dog is a sandwich. You know. Monty the buffet slayer, bro. I have taken down a couple of buffets in my life. Dude. I single-handedly put Mandalay's buffet out of business at certain times. And I am not, I have no shame. The things that I did to their dessert area, I will not talk about them in specifics. I committed felonies in their buffet, dude. Like with the amount of food I ate, it's criminal.
Like for instance,
what the hell is a buffet? Jimmy, he's dead, so it's not really anything. Hot Dog the movie, WTF is a Chinese downhill. I don't know. You know, the school lunch Italian bread pizza. Oh my God. Do you guys, oh, bro. When I was just a little young pup in 1989.
Back in my day.
Dude, the pizza puff you give me pizza puff with 1 cup of ranch dressing and 1 cup of mayonnaise. Dude, it's an orgasm on your plate. Like the pizza, I'm telling you, the pizza puff that was deep fried Sally, the lunch lady who had fungus under her nails, would deep fry that pizza puff, and it was good. You liked it.
Dude.
You liked it. And the other thing is, Sally would also deep fry the mini tacos at Round Lake High School. Oh my God. Like there were times during the baseball season where we would on game days, we would get to eat lunch earlier than everybody else because we had to leave. I don't know if her name is Sally, but for my purposes, it is. Sally would always be ready for us too. At 11 o'clock, the baseball team would roll into the cafeteria and she would have, bro, Tony Montana's Coke has nothing on the pile of mini tacos that we would knock down with the ranch dressing. You guys will think this is crazy. Ranch dressing used to come in like a milk gallon. You know, the plastic milk gallon? Yeah. Right. You would slurp that stuff down. You would be dying on the inside, but you really liked it. So you continue to drink it.
Right.
But it had come in a gallon like that with a pump on top of it. I have vivid memories of picking up that gallon of ranch dressing, putting it on the table, and all of us would be sitting around this circular lunch table with what felt like 1,000 mini tacos.
Bro,
and everybody's just pumping out their white sauce.
Yeah, you guys
everybody's
are doing
just
a pump
pumping
and dump
out
in
their white
elementary
sauce.
school.
Oh, dude, you want to talk about pump and dump? Oh, please.
Kitty cat juices is not all over the place.
And you all wonder why I'm fat? I don't wonder. And then, if that wasn't bad enough, we would eat Skittles. Like during baseball season, I bet you I still have Skittles trying to digest in my colon from high school. Skittles and oh my God, the brown candy that you hated. Tootsie Rolls.
No, Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Rolls. Dude, you know the Tootsie Roll bar, not the small ones, but they make the bar of Tootsie Roll. Dude, we would all bring bags of candy on the bus. Oh, give me pizza puff, French fries, ranch dressing, Skittles, and Tootsie Rolls with little Twix bars. Forget it. Dude. And then you want me to go out and play baseball. Probably not going to happen. Yet I did. Because I'm a freak of nature, man.
Dude, pump and dump in the cafeteria is crazy.
Dude. And then they introduced French bread pizza that you could microwave.
Dude, is it any wonder that we had to use Zepbound? Like, come on, bro. They set us up for failure, bro.
Oh, it is. Yeah, and it's sad what's happened. Because now, God, and then we would go to we had this hot dog stand in Round Lake called Scotty's Red Hots. And Scotty's Red Hots started me on my Five Guys run that to this day has really not come to an end.
Dude, how about the Five Guys value meal, dude?
Yeah.
Does that not signal a recession?
$13.99. $13.99. But Scotty's Red Hot, I go get 2 Chicago dogs with a bag of French fries. Me, my buddy Gabe, and my buddy Brent would each get 2 dogs. And Gabe was fucking broke, so we always had to pay for it. But I actually didn't mind. Anyway, different story. But Gabe had a connect at the Taco Bell. So we would go to the Scotty's Red Hot, get all of our dogs and fries, go down to the Taco Bell and get cinnamon crispers. And Gabe would just pound Taco Bell hot sauce all over his bag of fries. Dude, that was what life was about.
Yes.
As a fat 15-year-old in high school. I actually wasn't fat. I was actually in really good shape in high school. And then I stopped, being active as a high schooler, and that's when I got fat. Amazing, though.
Yeah.
I have no complaints. And then there's this to end your week on the Monty Show.
How did Crocs make such an appearance on the show this week? How did this happen?
Crocs has had a run this week on the show.
Yeah, like how?
Can anybody explain to me why we do this to our kids? I don't necessarily care that there's chicken nuggets in there. Feed your fat ass kid the chicken nuggets. I don't really care about that. Please don't put him in the Don't put him in the Crocs. Don't put him in the Crocs. What did we say? They're glizzy or they're I can't remember the word, but they're jazzy or whatever. Don't put your kid in the Crocs. Don't put your kid in the Crocs, man. Don't do it. Your kid is too young to be destroyed by McDonald's Crocs.
Yeah, I mean, do better. Like, at least put them in some Vans or something. At least put them in some. Either way, the shoe's going to get destroyed. But like, at least put them in something swaggy.
And then your kid is going to go to school and get his ass kicked because he has all these little button stupid things on his Crocs.
They're pins of achievement, Monty.
Come on, be better. Don't be a bad parent, or don't be a worse off parent than you already are. Because if you're buying your kid McDonald's Happy Meal Crocs, you're probably not that great of a parent. I'm just saying your kid's test scores are low, right? Like if
your kid's test scores are low.
Well, if you're buying your kid Crocs from McDonald's, you're probably a scumbag parent. Please don't do this. Please don't. There's Your Honor, please don't do this. You don't need to do this. Crocs indoctrination at an early age. Why do these bastards hate America? And that's what I'm asking.
It's a very legitimate question, bro.
U.S. Americans.
High school Taco Bell runs were elite. The runs or running to Taco Bell.
Oh my God, dude.
You could pound 5 double-decker tacos and still be thin. Amazing.
Bro,
double-decker tacos.
When I was in high school, when I would get out of class for the day, bro, we would go to Taco Bell and just smash, dude. Go to Taco Bell, come home, knock it out. Dude, it was the Mountain Dew Call of Duty partnership that ran through Taco Bell was absolutely goated, man. That was incredible times.
And then you would play Call of Duty and drink the Mountain Dew and get the points and get the extra XP.
It's amazing, bro. You've got people buying pallets of Mountain Dew just to get Call of Duty XP.
Amazing. The school lunches in Europe are Michelin star level compared to the chum that they serve now. It's seriously.
Well, pros and cons, brother.
Super cheap Little Caesars buy one, get one free pizza deal back in the day. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have memories of ordering Rosati's pizza and stealing money from my parents. They had like this jar of coins. I knew I was going to get in trouble. I'm eating the Rosati's pizza. I'm watching the ball game. So I used to steal the quarters out of there. My brother, like an asshat, would leave his money. He was I think he was a waiter, and so he would leave his money on the table, or had a job. He maybe worked at an oil change place or something. But he left cash sitting on his dresser, Rosati's pizza. I don't give a shit. You're going to leave it sitting around. Who am I to say no to free pizza?
It's an opportunity, bro.
Well, it's not free. I mean, who am I to say no to stealing your money to buy pizza?
Yeah.
Right? Like, remember when your parents would buy you like the orange soda from Jewel?
Yes.
Like the generic, just orange
Not
sugar
Fanta,
in a bottle?
Just the orange soda. Yes.
And then I'd go to Scotty's Red Hots.
Facts.
Do you know how much sugar I ate as a kid? Holy shit. Oh my God. Do you know how bad food was for us as kids?
Dude, the cereal game, though. The cereal game, bro.
No, my mom is such a hag. My mom would never buy us good cereal. Never. It was always effing Raisin Bran every day. Right? And you want to know what a sadist my mother is legitimately? Raisin Bran and powdered milk.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Dude. Oh.
Dude.
Jesus.
My school pizza sucks, so I would go out and get Little Caesars $5 hot and ready and sell it $1 a slice. So good.
Yeah.
Hot and ready. Oh, man. Remember when Shamrock Shakes were good? Oh.
Remember how good McRibs were before you knew they were fake?
So bad. Monty's still coming down from the high school sugar high. Yeah.
100%.
That and the Wendy's chili that I ate as a kid. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Raisin Bran and powdered milk. Oh. The old, you going to make it over there, Jake?
No, dude.
The old school, the old square school pizza was so much better than the junk the kids get today for pizza. So much better. So much better. was amazing. The Monty Show, as always, presented by the Advocates at theadvocates.com. 24/7, 365. You can talk to a live injury attorney online, not a chatbot, not AI, a live injury attorney at theadvocates.com, and you never reach into your pocket to pay the Advocates. Pretty slow sports day. Enjoy the Valspar until tomorrow. Say goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.